Alrighty then, let's get this started. Hello everyone, my name is Caden, and welcome back to more Steins Gate. Finally! It's been a while, apologies on that. The reason why everything took so long is because of, life. More specifically, I was moving, and I've now gotten the internet set up here where I now live, more properly with a wire connection, so it seems like it should be genuinely 500 times better. For reference sake, I had 2 megabytes per second before. I have 900 right now. So almost 500 times better. That should probably be pretty good, at least. But yeah, today's stream might be a slight bit shorter on the account of that, just to like test and make sure, because this is the first proper stream test. But should everything go fine, future streams will hopefully be longer starting from here. But last time we began our whole time traveling issue, and we've already had we've so far had like one single instance of time travel that was caused some interesting effects. First off, it made someone come back to life. Second off, it caused a time traveler's existence to become non-existent. So yeah. Also, we got mail. So who is it? Varys.
You're more perceptive than I thought, yeah. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon unhatch, yeah.
Wait, hang on. I feel like I remember reading this before. Impossible. You mean it's already awakening? What are you talking about? Will you quit testing me with this mockery? The time is right. We'll do the Red Southern Cross one. Try this one. Mail sent. There's also Shine Finger, is that true? Does that John person have an IBN? Oh yeah, that was last time. Can I call anybody? Daru, Fumway, Ferris, Hewing, Mayuri, Lukaku? Alright. I had to pull Daru away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. I quickly opened the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It won't be enough. I flip our fan to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. I turn on the computer. This is our PC for communal use among lab members. He still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. Broad tube, another name for the cathode ray tube, CRT. This name is used more commonly in Germany and Japan. It comes with the name of the inventor of the cathode ray tube, Carl Ferdinand Braun. Slow food that takes time to cook and eat, as opposed to fast food or instant food. But don't let its looks deceive you. Our computer whiz, Daru, scrounged up some parts and made some mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time on it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratory's homepage, check my email, visit news sites, and browse the channel. Wonder if the new title is still posting. John Twidor, I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. I'm happy to explain. Just so you know, it's impossible to reproduce with current technology. Certain critical components won't exist until CERN invents them in 2034. Time travel works by altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it as using the twin paradox, but that alone isn't enough to reverse time. Still here, Faker? You're annoying. Go away. So your power is gravity control. Not bad, but still not enough for top tier power levels. Twin paradox, is that like the Hiroshima effect? It's just slowing time down, not reversing it. Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices. It uses its Tipler cylinder and Kerr black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago, and your time machine is a 1970 Chevy. I know all of it. Oh god, just shut the fuck up, you disgusting chuny scum. The twin paradox and the Urashima effect are different things, duh. Time traveler lol, John Titor lol. A Chevy's an American car, right? I'd rather go German with a BMW. By Tipler or cylinders, are you referring to the Tipler machine? Lol, what? A Tipler cylinder would have a 10 kilometer in diameter, would have to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, and revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine, lol. How do you fit that into a Chevy? Even if you could, a Tipler machine can't travel farther back in time than in the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. @channel is not your blog. I want to hear from Tidor. This is a surprise. Does this mean people of this age already know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If so, then that must have been another world line. I, at least, have not gone to the year 2000. In any case, the important point is that rotating a black hole has the same effect as a Tipler cylinder. You can learn more about Kerr black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or Tipler's calculations. My time machine works by generating a pair of Kerr black holes. In Japanese, please. Tidor came 10 years ago. Source: WTF are Kerr black holes. Explain you. No. Pay 1,000 yen and to ride your time machine, not a yen more. Source is Ho-san's delusions, lol, real deal. He didn't deny it, lol. All aboard Huey's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. Kerr black hole time travel is theoretically possible, but 1, how do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you have to wait until you find one spinning naturally. That's ridiculous. How do you pass through it? 2, how do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand that pressure. Why the short explanations, John? You stupid. One die. Still not stock prices? Crashed. This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Tidor posted 10 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search to used bookstores if you don't believe me. The Chevy has a gravity distortion unit. That's what he said 10 years ago. Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered CERN's design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First unit produces a microsingularity that injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. I'm not a specialist, so I cannot explain the mechanics any further. Let's just say that Kerr black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with black hole creation. TLDR, STFW, unstable, sounds dangerous. Oh fuck, Tidor's black holes are going to swallow the Earth. He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to wipe out the entire human race. Find his parents before it's too late. It's not that you won't explain, it's that you can't, lol. How do you know that? How do you set the destination? The Earth is constantly moving, or didn't you know that? By the way, I propose Tidor equals Huey in theory. Lol. I set the destination with the VGL system. That's variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity of the destination and locking the Tipler sine wave onto that location. By locking onto Earth's gravity, it ensures that I won't end up floating in space. It uses 4 cesium clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible. Huey needs to shut up, lol. I never heard from any Tidor from 10 years ago, lol. So the universe is deep in Tidor shit. Same information was in the Tidor book. All you've done is post a 10-year-old copypasta. Anyone could do that. How do I know you're the real Tidor? John so moe, my waifu. I recognize different opinions. I'm feeling more and more disappointed. Still nothing concrete. Nice try, I guess, but I won't be fooled. I shouldn't waste all day on the channel. There's a couple things in there. Singularity. In astrophysics, at a point of infinite gravity, singularities are predicted to exist at the center of black holes. However, since it is impossible to observe the interior of a singularity, the existence of such cannot be proven. In a black hole, the singularity is formed by the gravitational collapse of a dying star. For example, imagine a star are millions of kilometers in diameter. Now imagine the entire star's mass compressed into a space smaller than the period at the end of this sentence. That is a singularity. In Japanese, please. A teasing phrase used on online message boards to tell an incomprehensible poster to please post comprehensibly. Nice. Chevy, a fictional, an American automobile brand. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave, name subject to change. We have an experiment with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Earlier, I asked Daru to connect the phone wave, name subject to change, to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now he's about to do the wire work in the development room. Hey, Daru. What's up with the X68000? What? A 16-bit PC sold in Japan in the late 1980s. Its peculiar twin tower case was dubbed Manhattan-shaped. Okay, that's weird. I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone. It's cool. It's cool. Duh. So it's like the reason why some protagonists are odd-eyed even though they're Japanese. Odd-eyed? Heterochromia iridis, a condition where the eyes are different colors. A trait often found in anime and manga characters. There usually isn't a reason for the character to be odd-eyed. It's mostly just for moe or the coolness factor. Fair enough. Not getting you, bro. It's cool. If it's cool, then it's cool. Anyway, there wasn't much of an option. This was the only PC we weren't using. What about your new one? No way. We don't know what could happen when it's connected to your crazy machine. It could kill the performance. Selfish bastard. Besides, we made the phone wave, name subject change, together. It's our crazy machine. Anyway, did you do any research on the gelification? Yeah, at the university this morning. Why would a banana gelify? What kind of science are we dealing with here? I examined a sample under a microscope and found it was shredded at the molecular level. So was it still technically a banana? The thing is, it turned green. And not like, I know bananas can be green, but that didn't look like a green banana. That looked like slime. So, was it still a banana technically? Like, was it still like, I don't know. Shredded. It's not a mere phase transition. The banana became something entirely different. A phase transition is what occurs when a substance changes from one state of matter to another. Examples include liquid to solid, freezing, liquid to gas, evaporation, ferromagnetic, paramagnetic, and the vacuum phase transition. I recognize two of them, I'm sure. Could have rotten? Nah, there's no way 2 minutes in the microwave could do that. Then I remembered about fractal structures. Fractal? In geometry, a structure that demonstrates self-similarity. The smallest portion of a fractal structure will appear similar to the whole. Common examples of fractal structures are snowflakes and coastlines. Okay. Oh, when you say snowflakes, I know exactly what you mean. It's like if you zoom in, like if you put like a snowflake or something under like a microscope or zoomed really in on it, you can see like really cool looking patterns. The Menger sponge thing? The what? An example of a fractal structure. Take a cube and do the following. 1. For each side of the cube, cut a square hole in the center with a 1/9 the area of the face. Each side now has 8 squares. 2. For each of these 8 squares, cut a new hole with a 1/9 of the area of the square. 3. Repeat an infinite number of times. The result is a sponge-like structure whose surface area approaches infinity as its volume approaches 0. Huh. Weird. Never heard of that one before. Yeah, it looked like something drilled holes into the banana. An infinite number of holes in a fractal pattern right down to the nano level. Whoa. We could do something like that. I have one hypothesis. Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Dark gulps, waiting for me to continue. It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves. What does that mean? If my guess is correct, then our phone wave names exchange has the potential to become a weapon of unprecedented destructive power, one that could change the face of war as we know it. I twist my lips into a maniacal grin. Then I whip up my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. We're proceeding to stage 2 of the plan. Soon they will learn that Judgment Day is near. All shall be as Steins Gate 8 wills. Resistance is futile. Ilsai Konguru. Quit talking to your imaginary friend. I'm done with the wiring. I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. Last thing I need is our enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. Alright. The phone wave name subject to change is now an indecipherable mess of wires. All we did was hook it up to a computer, yet it turned out like something like MacDiver would put together. Who? A popular TV drama that aired in America from 1985 to 1992. The protagonist, MacDiver, was famous for overcoming obstacles with tools fashioned from common household items. Improvise. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in the computer its computer brain. Using another networked external computer terminal to operate a program that cannot be run otherwise. Okay. Well, what's next? We have bananas. Just before I left McQueen plus Neon Squared, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. With her money. She's too nice for her own good, or maybe she didn't even consider what would happen.
My bananas!
By now you'd think she'd know that if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. And so I put the entire bunch of bananas into the phone wave, name subject to change. You know, Mayushi's gonna cry if you use them all, right? Wasn't her money? She donated that money to our research efforts. Howdy. Ferris. So that was it after all, yeah? The
Hiller's original sin, also known as the prophets, yeah. Among them is a girl known as the fallen angel who accepted chaos. I attached a picture of her face, so remember it well. Oh, and before I forget, looking at the picture without protection will cause the divine eye to activate the original sin in excitation. Mode 666 compulsory receptor release, which will annihilate you at a subtime level, so be careful. Nice. There's a goth girl. Okay. Do I need to like memorize the phantasm that it says in the back? Is this just like looks like a rock band member. Can I like reply to this or anything? I don't think so. Ferris, I'm calling you. I'm not calling you. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was going to... Not that. You don't have to use the whole thing. One is enough. One! Dar retrieves the bananas, peels one from the bunch, and sticks it back inside the phone wave. Name subject to change. We'll never reshape the fabric of society as long as money dictates the limit of our science. You're the only one who wants to reshape society, Ocarine. He lost all enthusiasm the second we got... What a fickle man. Come on, start the timer already. Right, now, where did I put my phone? Phone. Hello? Call complete. Instant access. Hello, this is the phone wave, name subject to change.
Mayushi guidance system.
You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the number button, please enter the heating time in seconds.
In hindsight, we should have made the Mayushi guidance skippable. Having to wait each time is quite annoying.
For example, press number 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press number 120.
It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 number. What if I just do number 120? Wait, I just did it normally though. What? When I finish tapping, the phone wave's name subject change starts up with a low hum. You messed up. Crap, this is just normal eating. Man, let's set the timer back to 0 and start diving again. What if I do something like, I don't know, number 999? Crap. Number 420. Alright, well, wait, hang on. 999 number. Fine. Complete. The turntable inside the phone wave, name subject change, begins to spin backwards. 2 minutes sure is long. Doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Myra, he had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered the freezing function, or whatever it is. So we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we have experimented with 60 and 180 seconds too. If we set it shorter, the freezing only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect. You know, if the microwave emissions are doing it, then shouldn't our cells be getting gel-fied too? While still looking bored, Dara finally gets into the discussion at hand. Well, have you ever nuked yourself inside the phone wave, name subject to change? I can't even fit in there. You see me? You see the size of that thing? It's a microwave, for God's sakes, X-ray. Oh, green. You can do anything as long as you try hard enough. Green just starts trying to stuff himself into the microwave. What? Anyway, what's your source on the electromagnetic waves? If you must know, it's my mad scientist intuition. Oh, so no facts. Edison once said, without 1% inspiration, 99% of perspiration is wasted, so inventors of the world must be inspired. End quote. Wasn't a genius's 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration? Sorry to disappoint, but in recent years it's become common knowledge that is a misquote. I'm still confused. Like, I keep seeing text throughout the game that has, like, looks grayed out. Like, that second that down there, it looks grayed out. Why? Why would it look grayed out? Edison said that? Be inspired? Yes, be inspired, he said. I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least that's what the wiki said. Therefore, as a genius math scientist, I am always inspired. Phone wave names how to change. Rings. This is just going to gellify the banana like usual, isn't it? We need a new experiment. Feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. Dara opens the phone wave name size exchange, aims his door, and peeks inside. What? What? He rubs his eyes, blinks several times, and resumes staring into the microwave. What are you doing? Well, it's gone. What do you mean the banana's gone? What? Gone? What's gone? The banana. What is he talking about? I pushed Dara aside and look into the phone wave name size exchange. What do you mean the banana's gone? The banana's gone! It's gone. What do you mean? What do you mean the banana's gone? There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. Banana? After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into the silence. It's me. Slight problem. We may have awakened something terrible. What do you mean something terrible? I ignore Dara's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding. I try to appear calm. I'm invoking emergency call 666. Activate the cold heart protocol. What? What do you mean we need to eat congressional approval? There's no time, you fool. Tokyo will be blasted to atoms. I put my phone away after yelling. You should be an actor. Thanks. No. Shut up, you fair stalker. Where'd you hide the banana? Who's the stalker? The banana. Where is it? Are you planning on becoming a street magician or something? You don't want to admit it, aren't you? Uncomfortable silence. Where did that banana go? How would it have what? Why? What happened? We did the exact same thing as usual, didn't we? The only difference is that we had it all connected up, right? Like, we had it all connected up to a new system, but aside from that, everything else was the same, so why would connecting it to something make it suddenly disappear? It was already weird that it was being turned into some strange gel, but now it's just gone. I realize my throat is dry. Where the hell did it go? How should I know? Where did you go? Banana! Banana! I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny. Find neither peel nor stem of the banana. They took my fucking banana. My banana. Wait, I think I get it now. It's not like an electromagnetic weapon, it's a teleportation device. What? Wait, that's absurd. Itaru? I swear to God, the banana just disappeared in front of our eyes. You want to say teleportation is absurd when we've seen a banana turn into gel and disappear? How else could it have vanished? The microwave was closed! Maybe we should just calm down. Yeah, you're right. We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That'll calm me down. I swear to God, it better not be back on the stem. I reach for the bunch of bananas. What? What? Oh, that makes even... What? So wait. Did the banana teleport? Not only did the banana gelify, but did it somehow teleport back onto the bunch? How did it get here? Impossible. Impossible. Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave. Name's not to change. But now, there's no sign that the banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the hell's going on? Yeah. I suddenly feel very scared of this microwave. This feels like something that shouldn't be... This feels like messing with technology that should not be messed with. Like, I don't know, like, what that... Like, I don't really know what you call it, but it's like... You know you're going into something deep and dark, right? It's like... You know that something strange is happening. It's like, if you know, like... Even though you don't know for a fact, you know in your heart, it's just like, if I continue messing with this, I'm going to be getting into a situation that I couldn't even begin to comprehend nor want to deal with. I just feel like we need to break this machine and just throw it away, I feel. Daru notices it too. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him. Wait, how many bananas are in the lab right now? Just these, I think. Is this banana attached to the same stem as the banana you just picked? I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't look like it was ever plucked. Well, it has to be because... Because it's only the singular banana that was jellified. The rest are fine. No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal.
No.
Hey, Daru, could this possibly be... The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago? I hesitate to speak it again, but I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were to explain it as I saw it, the banana that was inside the phone wave, name subject exchange, returned instantly to its bunch. In other words... Teleporter? We've invented a teleporter!
Oh?
I hear a girl's voice coming from the lounge.
That looks like an interesting experiment.
Wait, is that... Who's there? My heart just skipped a beat. I turned towards the voice in surprise. Why are you in here? He got pierced by a sharp stare. Impossible. What are you doing here? The 18-year-old genius girl. A sadist who humiliates men in public, also known as the zombie. Makise Kurisu. Nice exposition, bro. Who are you calling a zombie? What is the meaning of this? What is your purpose here? I'm here to see you, Okabe Rintaro-san. Or is it Kyuin Kyoma-san? Wait, how the hell she knows my real name? I've never spoken in front of her. I was right. You're one of the organization's top agents with an expert with superhuman powers. No wonder you rose from the dead. I'm not dead, alright? Just stop killing me off. Hashida-san, can you do something about this guy? You gave me a bad time, Makiseshi, with Okurin freaking out like this. Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. Why? You betrayed me, Daru! Calm down, man. Are you being blackmailed, or did she seduce you? I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man, how dare you! You've crossed the line, bitch! Get a hold of yourself. Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously. I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old girl. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robot killing machine constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now, I'll do as I'm told. Hashida-san gave me the address after yesterday's lecture. He also told me your name. That's all. The truth is, kind of a letdown. So you're here to see me, huh? Is that it? Yes, you claimed to have seen me die. I came to see if that was the truth, or just a pathetic excuse to grope me. I came for the answer. Now she mentioned it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. What choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them, right? But your current behavior is all the answer I need. It was all an act to grope me. My initial hypothesis was correct. Not so fast. There's more of this than you know. I must be clear my name or I'll be labeled as a perv forever. Anyway, let's put that aside for now. Really? That's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that for now part bothers me. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a no, stop it. Nope. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. Can't she tell this area's off limits? I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Makise Kurisu. Pleased to meet you. She holds out her hand. What's she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? Can't even shake hands?
Are all Japanese men this difficult?
常識が足りないんじゃない？
Shake hands. This girl genius is asking for a handshake. We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops.
欧米か？
You're not Japanese.
アメリカで7
I've lived in
年暮ら
America
して
for
ますが
7 years.
何か？
What about it?
欧米か。
America. I look down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails, no unnecessary nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heels so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Karisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let go.
What's your problem?
身にまとう
I can feel your aura of malice. You must be a powerful kung fu master.
マシロ。
俗に言わないわ
Don't be
よ。
ridiculous.
では、
And you're a ninja.
言わないっつって
Give it a rest.
Damn, she's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes too.
アメリカ育ちならば。
If you grew up in America, shouldn't you say, ha, 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 nice to meet you, with a smile across your old face when asking for a handshake?
はや、
No,
む
wait.
しろハグを求
You
め
should
る
be
ぐらい
asking for a hug, right? Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine.
どんな偏見よ
What kind of
それ
stereotype is that?
Karisu sighs. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the phone wave name subject change. The bananas, which have just exhibited the most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has been completely jellified.
これ本当
Fascinating.
に興味深いですね。
Karisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look.
ピンセットあります
Have any forceps?
ない。
No.
そう
Oh. And then Karisu stabs a gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into the slimy banana.
何をする？
What are you doing? That's precious data!
グズグズね。
It's squishy.
Karisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. I've got a phone call. Hang on. Mayuri.
Haven't heard anything about them since before the big earthquake in Shibuya last year. Even if I found one, Mayushi has no money.
Thank you, Mayushi.
No taste. Gross.
She says it with a straight face.
食い意地が張ってい
You
る
have
とは
quite
ま
the
だまだ
appetite, I
お
see.
子様だな。
A side effect of the resurrection, perhaps? If you're that hungry, I guess I could give you a banana or two.
いりません。
No thanks.
そもそも
By the way,
あの
those
バナナ
bananas are
マ
Mayushi's.
遠慮することはない。
Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it.
変態のバナナ
As
な
if.
んて
Who would eat
誰が
some
食べるもんですか
Herb's banana?
変態のバナナ
Shut up. Daru. Daru. Daru.
変態のバナナを
Daru.
食べる
Daru.
ぐずぐず
Daru.
指くわえるマキセシマキセ
Um,
シ今のをもう一度お願
With more
いできる
humiliating. Daru, I'm going to kill you.
はい
Huh?
ほら変態のバナナなんて
Say
誰が
who
食べるもん
eat-
か
No.
ってできればその後で
Huh? Huh?
Suddenly, Karisu's face turns bright red.
だるよ。
Oh, Daru, you may be worthless, worthless, disgusting perv, but what do we say? Well done,
今回
sir.
のはよくやったと言っておこう。
Payback is sweet. Now to follow up for maximum combo. Let's see this concealed little girl. Let's show this concealed little girl how a true adults fight.
それで、マキセクリス。
Just imagine some.
And didn't you? By all means, tell us what. Don't be
ぜ
shy.
ひ教えてほしいもの。
Why you?
さいえ。
Come on, say it, girl, genius girl. What's the imagination of a genius like? I'd love to hear from you.
Ass.
Karisu turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all. I rolls out the robotic killing machine. I feel refreshed. I haven't felt this good in years. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always gets the job done. Daru. Oh
あん
god.
たたち
I get it. You're both pervs.
いや
Well, you could say that. I guess he's honest. Don't admit it, you idiot.
お前に言われたくはない。
I don't want to hear that from you.
オーケー。
Okay, if I came off slow words, I apologize.
謝ります。
Kreese sighs deeply and turns back to us. Her composure has already returned.
その原因が
I was only acting that way because you molested me, but I'll ignore that for now.
今は不問にする。
I wish she would just stop saying for now. It's like she's going to call the cops on me later.
詳しく教えてください。
Please tell me what happened to this banana. I'd also like to hear about that.
それとそっちの
Kreese glances at the phone wave name such as change.
電子レンジのこと。
That microwave thing.
トップシークレット。
That's top secret. The one thing I'm clear to share with unauthorized individuals is that its name is the phone wave name subject to change.
電話レンジカッコ仮だということぐらい。
カッコ。
Name subject to change? What's that about?
何それ。
そのままの意味だ。
Phone wave is weak. It needs a better name.
名前なんて
I
ど
couldn't
うで
care
もい
less
い。
about its name.
だが。
I'm afraid that's the only information you're cleared for.
でもさオカリン
Hold on, Ocarine. Maki says she may be able to explain what's going on.
ついて
それは。
Well, she is a genius. She would have to be able to. She would have to be to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect at least. It's hard to stomach her attitude. Plus, she has a danger written on her face. Not to mention, she's a little scary too. Then I get a great idea.
ニヤニヤしちゃって。
That creepy grin.
また何
Are you
か
thinking
変態
preferred
チックな
thoughts
こと
again?
考えてる。
クリスティーナと言っ
You
た。
said your name's Christina, right?
誰がクリスティーナ
Who
だ。
the hell's
一言
Christina?
も言っと
I
らん
never
わ。
said that.
Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. Definitely has more flavor than her real name.
このレンジの秘密を
If you
教え
wish
て
to
ほしい
learn the secrets of this microwave, then you must meet my conditions.
Which
何
are.
まず一つ。
Condition 1, you must become a
ラ
lab
ボメンとなっ
mem.
てもらう。
ラーメン
Ramen?
ラボメンだ。
No, lab mem, stupid. Short for laboratory member.
研究所のメンバー
You
に
mean you want me to join your research team? I'm supposed to return to America in August.
8月中にアメ
他者に秘密を漏らさ
I'll
ない
have you sign a non-disclosure agreement so that you won't betray our secrets. Break the agreement and I'll report your steamy preferred access to Science magazine.
貴様が6ついる。
鬼畜だなオカリン
You're a monster, Ocarine.
そのサ
I'll
イエ
take
ン
5 copies.
ス発売されたら5冊買う
Dara, I'm going to kill you.
ラボメンとなった
From the moment you become a lab mem to the moment of your departure, your brain shall be used for the benefit of our
ラボ
lab.
のためにやる。
偉そうに
You're so full of it. Let's see the contract then.
そんなものはない。
What contract? This is a lab, not a corporation.
会社ではないのだ。
知識を提供する
I don't
だけ
mind
なら
lending you my
OK
knowledge, but if there is more pervy nonsense involved, the answer is no.
取って食ったりしないから安心
Don't
しろ。
worry, we don't bite.
セクハラは
No more molestation?
しないっつの。
No, alright?
さっきあなた
You said that was condition 1, so there's gotta be a second one, right? Better not be.
二つ目の条
The
件。
second condition is
この俺が貴様に対して
you overlook all past acts of molestation I may or may not have committed.
すべて不問。
オカリンちっちゃ
Ocarine,
い
you're so petty.
人として
You're
の
the
器が
pettiest
ちっ
person
ち
I've
ゃい
ever
っ
met.
す
That's why we love you.
そこに
That's why we
痺れる
admire you. Gosh dang it. Full quote. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. A quotation from the popular manga Juju's Bizarre Adventures, used to express all at someone's capabilities, often used sarcastically in reference to negative character traits such as pettiness. Uh,
誰に言われたくない。
shut up, Daru. You have no right to talk, by the way. Daru's preferred acts aren't included. You two can work
そっ
yourselves
ちは
out.
二人で話し合え。
なんだとこらふざける
What the
な
hell, man?
こちらからの要求
Those
は
are the
以上。
conditions. If you can't accept them, then you must
この
leave at
2点を
once.
飲めないのなら。
So what'll it be? I don't think it's a bad deal at all.
あんたにとってで
I mean
し
for you.
Carissa puts her fingers to her brow and shakes her head in an exaggerated gesture.
ょまったく
Jeez, I feel like I'm
ノルアドレ
hypersecting.
ナリンが過剰
Noradrenaline.
にされてる気分よ
Let me pick my jaw up
開
off
い
the
た口が
floor.
塞
Noradrenaline? A neurotransmitter secreted in the brain. Proper name neuropinephrine. Secreted when in an excited emotional state.
がらないわ
貴様が顎関節
I
症
don't
にな
care
ろうと
about
し
your
たことでは
dislocated
ない。
jaw. Do you accept the conditions or not? Answer me,
さ
Christina.
あ答えろクリス。
だからティーナっ
Stop
て
adding
つけるな
Tina. My name's Carissa.
私はクリス
Carissa looks at the ceiling to calm herself down. Does everyone in America make such exaggerated gestures? Sooner or later, she'll say, damn, or oh my gosh, or motherfucker.
オーケー
Okay,
取引する
accept.
Good answer. From this moment forth, you are lab mem number
君は
004.
ラボメン歓迎しようクリスティー
Welcome, Christina, codenamed the Zombie.
ザ・ゾンビ
どっちも間違
I
って
won't,
る
I won't answer either.
ちゃん
Use
と
my
やべ
real name, Hewing.
応印
We spend a minute staring each other down. Freeze is the first to look away. She does so in a way that says good grief.
子供ですね
You're such a child.
何か言ったか
You say something, genius
天
perv
才
girl?
変態少女
ああもう
Come
Ego
on,
hentai
no more saying
kinshi.
perv. I won't treat
私
you
もあ
like
ん
a
たの
perv
こと変
either,
態
so
扱
let's
い
drop
し
it
ない
already.
から
分かればいいの
As long as you understand. Now, for the issue at hand, Daru, give Christina...
ダリュ
ティーナも禁止
No, Tina either.
クリス君に
Give Kurisu-kun
これまでに
give
我々が行った
Kurisu-kun an explanation on our experiment so far.
だが断る
But I refuse. But, Daru, you don't get paid. A quotation from the popular manga Juju's Bizarre Adventure on the internet is used frequently as a cool way to turn someone down. Why do you refuse me? In the end, I'm the one who has to explain. Along the way, I also relate the tale of my heroic deeds, which enrages Kurisu, of course, but I finally tell her everything about the bananas and the phone wave, names subject to change. Kurisu doesn't ask any genius, or any questions. She's quick to understand, as expected of the genius.
やっぱり
Fascinating.
貴様の見解を聞こう
Let's hear your opinion.
少なくとも
I think we can at least throw out completely worthless theories like electromagnetic weaponry or and teleportation.
だらな
But
い
the lady doth protest too
説は
much.
捨てるべきですねもう一度実験してみて
Can we
もい
run the
い
experiment one more time? I
私
want
も
to see it
こ
for
の目で見
myself.
てみたいの
Without waiting for our approval, Kurisu plucks an untouched banana and sticks it into the microwave, and then starts entering the commands on her phone. It's strange. She's still wearing her usual frown, but I can't shake the feeling that she's really enjoying herself. Can't put my finger on why. Call it a hunch. I mean, she's a scientist. Why shouldn't she enjoy experimenting?
岡部さんと橋田さんは
Kobe-san,
バナナの方
Kobe-san, Hashida-san, please watch the bananas.
俺に指図しない
Who are you to give me orders? I am the
俺は
mad
マッド
scientist.
サイエンティストの
Oh,
方
いいから
Whatever,
バナナ
just keep
か
her
ら目
eyes
を
on the
離さない
bananas.
でください
okay, so she's a little snippy. Daru and I do as we're told and stare at the bananas. Truth be told, we were planning to watch the bananas anyways. After missing it the first time, we're determined to witness what transpired with our own eyes.
60秒経過
60 seconds have
何
passed.
か変化は
Any change?
ないな
No. Any second now, the jellified banana should reappear on the stem. If it only happens once, we can just call it an accident and be done with it. But if it happens twice, then that's proof that something's actually going on. And then, Kurisu will have to admit that I, the great Huey and Kiyoma, have invented humanity's first teleporter. I keep staring at the bananas in anticipation.
100秒
100 seconds.
A few moments after Kurisu's report. Oh! Ah! A gel bonus suddenly appears without a sound. Okay, so it genuinely is just teleporting. What? How? Now there's two of them on the bunch. It happened faster than the blink of an eye.
出てきた
It appeared! I'm at a loss for words. I just witnessed the unthinkable. This phenomenon is clearly teleportation. The microwave timer chimes. Kurisu peeks into the microwave, stumped.
そっちはどうだった
How does it look? Huh? At 104 seconds, it disappeared.
消えちゃった
Abruptly.
いきなり
Yeah. Yeah, now even she's confused as we are. Again, this feels like a power that should not be... What's that feeling called? It's like, you know you're treading into territory that's like, should not be tread into. Like, this is something that should not... This is an eldritch horror kind of event that we're poking into, it feels like. And I just do not want anything to deal with it. It just feels like if I touch this, nothing good's going to happen. She's quite flustered. It's like staring into the abyss. It's like you keep there's a claymore in here. Hang on. I know I'm going off topic, but I just noticed there's a claymore in this office. Look between Karisu and Daru's heads. There's just a claymore. Anyways, as I was saying, it's like looking into the abyss. It's like you realize that it's just something that should not be interfered with, because you know that if you interfere with it, it's over. Something's going to end, whether it be your life or reality itself. I don't know what that feeling's called, but ugh. I don't think many people could remain calm after witnessing such a phenomenon. So, it is a teleporter. The first in human history. Karisu quickly calms down. She furrows her brow and crosses her arms, tapping her right foot as she mutters to herself. Teleportation. Is that even possible? It did move. No matter how unbelievable that may be. Could it be quantum teleportation? No, that only occurs on the quantum level. Does not refer to actual teleportation. In 2004, Japanese researchers performed the first successful complete quantum leap experiment. Suppose we have twin particles, photons in this case, A and B. Because they are twins, they have the property of symmetry. If one exhibits upspin, the other will exhibit downspin. This means that observing either particle will allow one to know the state of the other. This is called entanglement. The state of an elementary particle, photon, cannot be confirmed until observed. For the experiment, we attach data C, the information we want to teleport to photon A. We are now observing photon AC. Based on the property of symmetry, we know that no matter how far away it may be, photon B will change to match. In fact, effectively becoming BC. Note that photon B has not yet been observed. Afterwards, we send photon AC's information from A's observation equipment to B's observation equipment through standard transmission. Now, observing photon B will change to photon BC. This process is called quantum teleportation because data C changes position instantly. However, since one step requires using standard data transmission, it is impossible for the information to exceed the speed of the light. Finally, photon BC's teleported data C is actually a copy of photon AC's data C. The whereabouts of the original photon C become unknown. This point differentiates quantum teleportation from actual teleportation. That's a lot of words to say that I don't understand what you're talking about. Don't avert your eyes from the truth. What have you seen with your own eyes? It's everything. She gives me a sharp look. Her eyes are like a sniper's, hard and keen. Did it really teleport? It's dangerous to reason from the conclusion. What? How else do you explain what we just saw? Well then, genius girl, what do you call this phenomenon? Jellification? Transportation? The slime slide? Let's sort this out. Neither the banana bunch nor the frozen chicken teleported, correct? So, maybe there's a size limit for objects that can teleport. But aren't those chicken pieces smaller than bananas? We use the same chicken for each experiment. They come in packs in 12 packs. Mayuri only buys her favorite, juicy chicken number 1. That's quite a lot then. What about salt? You experiment with salt too, right? We used a handful of table salt on a plate for one experiment. Nothing happened. So why is it different results? Like, what's going on? Why is it that salt, of all things, doesn't do anything? Maybe the plate was in the way. Of course we tried it without the plate, but that didn't change anything. Then maybe each individual grain of salt was too small. Or something? I need a clue. Looks like our genius girl's fighting a hard battle. She starts pacing the room, looking a little annoyed. Anything else? Have you noticed anything else about the phone wave?
電話レンジで
Not
なく
phone
電話レン
wave.
ジ
phone
に
wave names such as change.
どっちでもいいわよ
Forget about
そんな
that.
のどうなの
So, have you noticed anything or not?
あるのないの
Kreesu's looking at Daru. Looking at like she's asking him, not me. True, he should know more about the phone wave names such change than I do. He's done all the maintenance on it after all.
ああそうだ
Oh, right.
一度
One time, it shot a huge electrical discharge. It did?
何
What?
そんな話は
I don't know anything about that.
オカリンがいない時
That's
だった
because you
から
weren't
な
around when it happened.
放電
Discharge?
この程度
How much?
この開発室
It
が
was like
蛍
a
光灯で照らされ
fluorescent
たよう
light
に
lit
明る
up
く
the
なったんだ
development room. It
そ
lasted
れが
about
2
2
秒くら
seconds,
い
I
続い
guess.
たかな
Wait. Wait a minute. I wonder. There's one incident that we still can't explain, which is, of course, the changing of reality. Kurisu came back to life. I wonder, was that what it was? Was the fluorescent light up the change of reality or time or whatever?
どういう状況で起きたの
What were the circumstances?
こいつに繋いでる
I was
携帯の
adjusting the
調
cell phone
整
attached to it. I unhooked it and put my own in it.
代わりに自分の携帯に接続して
That's exactly it then. This had to have happened when Kurisu died, or when we texted him that Kurisu died.
そしたらしばらくし
A little
て
bit later, Sparky.
それはいつのことだ
When was that?
昨日の昼だよ
Around noon yesterday, when you went to see
オカリ
Dr.
ンがドクター
Nakabachi's
中町の
presentation.
発表会を見に行った時
ドクター中鉢
Dr. Nakabachi? That's right. I went to see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday. So that's when the time travel occurred. It's because his phone was connected in place of the normal one. Come to think of it, he stole his time travel theory from John Tidor. Maybe the current John Tidor is actually Nakabachi.
だが待て
But wait, Daru, didn't you say that Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was canceled?
ドクター中橋の
そうその時
Yeah, but you
で
went
も
with
オカリ
Mayushi
ンは
anyway, remember?
中止にもかかわらずマユシと一緒に出か
No,
けていった
I don't
の
remember that. After all, Nakabachi's presentation wasn't canceled the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's. That reminds me, I sent you an email back then. Did you get it?
メールって
An email?
昨日
That email you showed me at
で見せて
ATF
くれた
yesterday?
メール
When I nod, Kurisu comes closer. I think we're finally gonna start getting into the actual problem here, which is how we changed reality or time or whatever.
それって確か
It said someone
私が
stabbed
そ
me
の
at the
発表会
presentation,
で
didn't
男
it?
に刺されてし
ああ
Yeah, but for some reason, Daru's phone received it a week ago.
1週間以上前に届いてる
は
Huh?
あれってオカ
Wasn't
リン
that
の
one
嘘
of
じ
your
ゃない
stories? If it wasn't, then that would make the timestamp weird.
俺はいつも真
I
実しか言
always
わん
speak the truth. If you don't trust me, I'll show you my sin
そこ
history.
まで言うなら送信履歴を見せてやる
I whip out my phone and call up the history. But
ない
it's gone. Not a trace of that mail remains. According to my memory, I think it was about 30 minutes after Dr. Nakabachi's conference. About 10 people, including me, saw Kurisu's body, panicked, and fled Radikan. That's when I sent that mail. But no matter how many times I checked, there's no record of it. It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the bananas inside the phone wave, names such as a change.
なぜないんだ
Where'd it go? I could have sworn I'd sent it just before 1 p.m.
昼の1時前には
Oh yeah, that's when the disrupt phenomenon happened. The show I was watching was about to end.
直前だったからな
Suddenly a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration. As Edison would be proud. This isn't something you can accomplish with effort. Basically, I'm a genius. I turned to Dara and Carissa with a huge grin on my face.
なるほどな
Get it? So that's what
そうい
happened.
うことだったのか
何
What?
ああこれは
This is one of Green's usual habits, so don't mind it. Seriously.
黙れ
Silent. I've reached the answer and now the world will
気づいて
tremble.
しまったのだ
I slapped the top of the phone wave, name subject to change.
俺が送ったメール
The
の不可思議な
disappearance of
現
my
象と
mail, the strange
放電
change
が起きた
timestamp,
こ
and
と
the
には
sun electrical discharge
ズバリ
must be
何か関係がある
related somehow. Don't look at me like that.
で
And
何か関係
I
があるの
understand
は
that they're
分かっ
related
た
somehow, but how?
で
それを調べるのがお
It's
前の
your
仕
job
事
to
だ
figure that
から
out, Christina.
橋田さん
Hashida-san, talking to this guy's so tiring.
疲れる
最初はみんなそうで
Everyone's like that at
基本
first.
的
The
な
trick
対
is not
策
to
は
take them
真に
seriously.
受けないこと
そこ
And you call yourself my right-hand man! Whatever, I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomenon, it should bring us closer to understanding the timestamp mystery.
誰
Daru, describe the phone wave name such change into status when the discharge phenomenon occurred.
結構無
It
茶
was
な状
kind
態
of a
にしてた
mess.
んだよ
I
な
connected my phone to the
自分
phone
の
wave
携
and I
帯
was
を電
testing
話
to
レ
see
ン
if I
ジ
could
につ
control
な
with
げ
the
てペケロッパで操作可能かどうかテストしてたんだ
68,000. I disconnect the phone plugged into the phone wave, name such change, and replace it with mine. And then I hear the door open in the lounge.
I'm home. So hungry.
お腹すいた
Uh-oh. Mayuri comes in carrying a convenience store bag. Looks like she's done with work.
唐揚げ食べよう
Time to eat some chicken. Juicy chicken number
唐揚
one.
げナンバーワンおかりん
Okarin, did you buy the bananas? Okarin?
ねえおかりん
When she enters the development room, her eyes go wide.
あれれ
Huh?
お
You have a
客さん
guest?
Once she notices Kurisu, Mayuri bows her head with her usual smile.
まゆしです
I'm Mayushi. Nice to meet you.
マキセです
I'm Akise.
ラボメンになった
Apparently, I'm a
みたい
lab mem
です
now.
Really? That's great. Another girl lab mem.
女の子のラボメンだ
誰
Daru, what were you doing with the
ペケロッパでどんな操作を
X68000?
さっき言った通り
Like I said, I was adjusting the incoming mail settings. I was monitoring the moment it received mail for
遠隔操作の
remote
ためのメー
control.
ルを受け取っただから
That's why I put it on
同時に
freezing
120
mode for
秒の冷凍機能
120
を使
seconds
ってい
too.
た PC からでも冷凍
I
機
made
能
it so
を
that
起
you
動で
can
きるように
start
してやんだ
freezing
よ
mode
ね
by computer.
昨
I
日はそ
tested
の
that
テ
out
ストも
yesterday
してたん
too.
だ
Mayuri
Mayuri,
Juicy
insert the
karage
juicy chicken
number
number one into
Dewa
the
range
microphone
kakukari no
waves,
makai.
name such change.
みんなも唐
You
揚げ
want,
食べ
want
る
some? I can give you one each.
ならあげてもいいよ
With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains what everything on the computer monitor means. Doesn't look like that different from using DOS. I feel like we're about to get something big here. I feel like we're starting to figure out we're soon gonna have control over reality, and I'm not honestly excited. That feels like something that you should be happy about, and yet I feel terrified about the prospect. This is not something that should be tampered with. The phone wave named such change starts up. The juicy chicken number one starts spinning backwards on the turntable. Kurisu stares hard at the phone wave named such change as if to not let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape her notice.
これで
So, we've reproduced the conditions that existed when the discharge phenomenon occurred, right?
えーっと
How was it again?
どこだっけ
そこに突っ立っている
You
助
there, assistant.
私
Me?
他に誰がいるのだ
Who else?
いつから私
When did
はあんた
I become
の
your
助手になった
いいから
I should just
俺の
send
メール
something to my
に何かメールを
phone.
送れ
If we reproduce the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave named such change, it should arrive with the time step from the past, not the present. But my assistant Kurisu just scowls.
私
I don't even know your
あんた
email
のアドレス
address.
知らないわ
What a useless assistant.
勝手に助手
Don't
にすん
call
なと
me
言
your
ったろう
assistant.
が
But call you useless?
誰
Daru, send an email from your phone.
あお
Sure, but what?
なんて
適当でいい
Anything.
えっと
クリスティーナは変
Send
態
Christine as a
Okay.
perv.
変態禁
I
止
thought we
って
agreed
言
to
っただ
stop
ろ
saying that.
じゃあ間を取って
Oh god.
オカリンは変態で
Oh god. Wait. 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 Oh god. Wait a minute. No. Wait, wait, wait. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, 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 no.
この裏切り者
You
め
traitor!
橋田さん
Good job, Hashia-san. Kurisu grins and gives Star a thumbs up. Gosh dang it, no! What are you doing? I really don't like this. This is bad. Uh-oh.
あーマヨシーのバナナが
No!
My Yoshi's bananas!
Sounds like Mayuri has found the results of our latest experiment.
ゲルバナ
They
になって
became
る
tail bananas.
実験に
We experimented on
使わせてもら
them.
ったのこれ
But they were my
マヨ
Yoshis.
シーなのに
Want me to send the mail now? No,
マヨシ
don't!
ーさん
They'll be
お金は
reimbursed
後で
later.
払う
By
の
Huey-san, that is.
そこの本
なぜ俺なのだ
Why me?
もう
Jeez, why you always have to experiment on my
マヨ
Yoshi's
シーの
food?
食べ物で実験するあもしかし
Don't
て
tell
こ
me
の
you're
唐揚
spending
げ
on
も
the chicken too.
実験してる
そういうことだ
We are.
はいはーい
Okay,
送
sending it
信
now.
するよ
Alright, sending it now.
送信
Sending,
送信
sending,
ポチッ
click.
とな
Mayu slips past me and steps on the up to the active phone wave, named such exchange. Before anyone can react, she grabs the handle.
おい待て
Wait!
開けるなマユリ
Don't open that!
おや
Huh?
But it's too late. Ah! 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 Blue-white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm. Mayushi!
放電してる
Electrical discharge. Violent sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the phone wave, name such exchange.
なんかやばく
Are
ね
we gonna die? Guys! What have we done? Ah! A thin cloud of smoke fills the room. It smells like something's burning. My eyes are numb from all the flashing light. I try blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurisu and Daru coughing.
全員
Everyone
怪我はないか
okay?
ななんだ
Somehow. That was definitely more than 2 seconds.
もっと長い時間
Mayuri squeezed my upper arm with her slender fingers.
Karin, what just happened?
何が起きたのかな
Guys! My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed.
大丈夫か
Are you okay?
してないか
No burns or anything.
Doesn't hurt anywhere, so I think I'm okay.
Feels like covering Mayuri was the right choice. I may be an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. I generally let Mayuri out of my embrace. Whew, well, that was something. I wipe the sweat off my brow.
ちょっと
Hey, look at this! Kurisu's voice is strained. With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room. What I see strikes me speechless. The large table in the center of the room is made of a thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed a foam wave named like changing the X68000 on it. The table has been split in two, as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself has broken through the table. It's literally stuck in the floor.
なんぞこれ
What the
どう
hell?
なって
How did
い
that...
くら電子レンジでも
Yeah, it's a microwave, but it's not heavy enough to make a hole in the floor.
放電現象だけじゃ
This can't be caused by electrical discharge.
それ以外の現象
Some other phenomenon? I shake off my surprise. It's no time to be standing with my jaw agape, hewing coma. Seize the moment. Just as my calculations predicted.
全て計算通
But
り
first, some maniacal laughter. Next, I try to take out my phone and do the usual, but unfortunately, it's still plugged into the phone wave, name such exchange. Yosai Konguru. I whisper the words. Words that have no meaning. Words that I simply use because they sound cool. These words have meaning because they have no meaning. After years of repeated use, just speaking them is enough to calm my heart.
So, about Mayushi's chicken.
Is now the time? Mayuri stands up and looks inside the phone wave named subject to change. It's embedded in the floor, but she somehow manages to pry the door open.
Mayushi's chicken is all burnt black.
Pat Mayuri's shoulders to cheer her up. Juicy chicken number 1 made the noble sacrifice for the progress of science. Let us pray for his happiness in the next life.
冥福を祈ろうではないか。
The chicken doesn't matter. Right now, we need to determine what happened to the phone wave.
解析するのどうでもいいの
Doesn't matter. That's so mean. Christina-chan.
Great.
クリスティーナちょっと
Hey, Kyo and Kyoma, do something about this. Why did she say I learned my name
マ
wrong?
ユシーさんが私の名前間違え
This is a nightmare.
More importantly, we need a ventilation.
うるさい。
Silence,
黙
all
れ
of
お
you.
前たち。
I fix everyone with an overpowering stare. This shall be remembered as the moment that the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that with their foolish talk. My heart pounding, I detach my phone from the phone wave named subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it. It still works. What the hell? Bring up the list of received emails. Yeah, there's 2 new ones from Daru. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. Topmost email isn't the one that Daru sent before the discharge occurred. This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through my email history. Now, I'm worried because... Sure, we reproduced the phenomenon, but you know what we also just did? We probably just changed reality again. And what's worse, we don't even know how it changed this time. At least last time it was more easy to tell with Kurisu's death being undone and John Tidor having his existence be deconfirmed. But now, we don't even know what's changed. Oh god. I look back through my email history, and there, I find it. There's 2 from Daru. Why is there 2? I thought Daru only sent 1. Oh. Success. I don't know why, but it was a success. Timestamp proves it. I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the same exact thing that happened to my someone stabbed Kurisu email. A mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration. It all connects. There's a meaning behind this series of events, and only one true answer. I've discovered the phone wave name such changes true hidden function. This isn't intuition. That's right, this is conviction.
確信。
教えて
To spit it out, what do you think it
なんだっ
is?
ていうの
I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kurisu's glare head on.
まず最初に。
First, let me say one thing. The greatest inventions are created by accident.
何かの研究
This we call serendipity.
脳書きはいい
Get on with it. How dare she ruin my speech? Oh well, let's get to the point.
メールは
The mail was sent to the past.
溶けかけた唐揚げは
The
冷
chicken
凍状
returned to
態
its
に
frozen
戻っ
state.
房からちぎられたバナ
The
ナは
plucked banana
房へと
returned to the
戻っ
bunch.
まさか
No way. Kurisu seems to get it now. As expected of my genius assistant.
そのまさかな
Yes way. This is the choice of Steins Gate.
この電話レン
The
ジ
phone wave name subject change
タイムマシ
is a
ンだ
time machine. Well, Chapter 2, Interpreter Rendezvous. Up, the dawn of a new day. You've got mail. Why do I have 5,000 emails from Shining Finger? Moke here, are you student Okabe-kun? Are you a student? Are you on some break? Oika. Are you a day person or a night person? If I'd rather I email you at around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay? Moeka. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye-bye. Nice. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable by communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Oiku. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John what's his face. I'm super curious. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sunrise comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up.
Stop texting me!
This is weird. The dawn of a new day. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Daru's at his computer, his back turned towards me. I'm worried. So, what's curious this time, though, this time, everyone, like, all of us in the group, like, Ocarine, Daru, Mayushi, and Christina, all of them actually, like, remember this time. Like, whatever changed in reality, they didn't get affected by it. They have memories still of what should be. The question is, of course, what changed? I feel like we're gonna go outside and Karian's gonna just be beaten to death for being a perv or something. Because the last time that we did this, we sent the statement of hope she's okay, which I guess means that she turned from dead to not dead. Or maybe the text doesn't matter. I guess we never explicitly stated that she didn't die. We just said that we hope she's okay, but what if the text doesn't matter? I don't know if the content in the text matters of... I don't know. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon. Inside, the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the foam wave, named subject to change, was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Yeah, I can't say I blame her. A time machine. A time machine. It can't be. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was so depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named subject to change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, if named subject to change, was indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave, named subject to change, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this latest run of the experiment. Problem number 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem number 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurred, the phone wave, named such change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. Yeah, it suddenly just snapped it. How do you fix that? To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't really even experiment with the phone wave. Name such exchange. Problem number 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send emails to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we're at an impasse. We started off in high pursuits, high spirits. We grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. Haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk now. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the BN and 5100, pray please. I'm not seeing it. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moeka. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. Too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. Wait, no, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. I can't reply to any of them. At this point, I might just try and start... The one thing that I think is different... Now, we obviously can't really tell exactly what the full conditions are for the first incident with the phone wave, but there is something that I think might actually, that we might be able to assume is probably different that happened, which is the door opening. I don't think Daru mentioned if he actually opened the door or not. All he said is that an electrical discharge happened. The difference, of course, this time is that Mayuri opened the door whilst the experiment was going on. I can't reply to it, can I? I feel like I should be able to. Hang on. Let me reply. just to confirm something, can I look at help? What does tips mean? Oh, that. I just want to make sure that I'm... Because as far as I can tell, I'm clicking whenever possible, but it's not doing a thing. No, it's not working. It's not doing anything. Not as far as I can tell. I can't click on her name. Maybe I just can't answer her right now. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry, I don't even feel like showering. I call Tadaru, who's hammering on the keyboard.
Nah.
Hey, wanna go to the Sanbo for some beef bowl? Ah, too much trouble. Mayuri.
Mayushi spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Dar need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want them to get between me and my food.
So keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. The first option seems a less antagonistic, so I'm going with this one. I'll treat you. Go for it. I don't like to be antagonistic. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but... You're such a bum. What is he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. That's... Why is it that the first thing that comes to mind is like what's it called? Like... It's like shoot, it's like some sort of giant machine building thing. That that's like so big, or what's the... I can't remember its name. I don't even remember its purpose, but is it like a rail cannon building or something? I'm not sure. Richly colored cords crawl throughout a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if it's the blank look in his eyes, if in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if it's something's just wrong with him. Large Hadron Collider. That's what it was. That's what it is. I was right. I was actually right on my assumption. Also, why are you calling the building cute? Yeah, it's like some... I think that's what I was trying to talk about. I remember. It's like I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of like giant building that's like... And it needs to be like, I don't know its purpose, but it's like, again, it's some sort of like giant building made specifically giant because of the fact that it's like, it needs to be big to house all the machinery or whatnot. It's like super powerful or whatever. What? What did you just say? Large Hadron Collider? Pardon? Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique? Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about it? I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out. Ow, ow, ow! What are you doing? Are you conscious? Of course, man. What is this Large Hadron Collider thing? You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments, LHC for short. It's seriously moe. Recommended. You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid? I'd call it weird, but I've heard plenty of stories, so at the same time I can't say I'm surprised.
ねえよ
Of course not. But there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? Makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel
ニヤ
that?
ニヤできるっつうの
Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories of the and the undersides of highways irresistible or something.
そうそうあれと一
Yeah,
緒
same thing. Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. He truly is bi-dimensional.
ジャンル分けして自分で興味の対象を
Life's too
狭める
short.
方
I
が
won't
もったい
limit
な
my
くね
interests, you know? And yet you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite.
セルン
CERN. That name. I've seen it somewhere. And recently. Where was it again? It just now occurs to me, you're right. We have seen that name. Hang on. CERN. Oh, of course.
ジョン・タイター
John Titor.
あジョン・タ
Oh
イタ
yeah.
ー
That guy you mentioned
オカリン
earlier.
が
He's
言っ
the
てた
guy
のって
I at channel's going crazy about, isn't
な
he?
ってるやつのこと
それは偽物である可
That
能性
one
もあ
might
る
be an imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago.
10年前に現れた方だ
10年前にも
He
現れ
appeared
た
10 years ago.
同
Same
一
guy.
人物
I'd hope that Dar would remember, but no such luck.
とにかくジョン・タイター
Anyway, John Titor
セルン
mentioned
のことに
CERN.
ついて触れていた
I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of.
タイターはこんな
Titor
予
made a
言を
prediction,
残した
namely that before the year 2034, CERN will develop a time machine.
2034
おおタイムマ
Time
シン
machine? That's a
ま
timely
さにタイ
topic.
ムリーな話題じゃんでもそれって10
But
年前
that
じゃ
wasn't
な
just
くて
10 years ago.
今
This
の
new
タイタ
Titor
ー
said
も
the
言
same
ってた気
thing.
がする
10年前
It
だろ
doesn't
うが
matter if
今
it
だ
was
ろう
10 years
が
ago
ど
or
ちらでもい
10
い
seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru.
この奇妙な
This coincidence could very well be the
シュタイ
choice
ン
of
ズゲートの
Steins Gate.
選択である可能性が高い
タイターって
Can we trust this Titor guy?
信頼できるかできないか
Doesn't
は
matter
どう
if
でも
we
いいの
trust him or not. Now we have something in common, a time machine.
タイムマそのタイターが言及した
We should
セルに
investigate
つい
CERN.
て
We got nothing to
念の
lose.
ために調べたとしても損にはな
It
らないは
returns
ず
to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave name subject exchange experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this.
誰
Tell me everything you know about CERN.
オッケー
Sure thing.
僕
My
のセル
CERN
ンフォ
folder
ル
is
ダが
smoking
火を
on.
吹くぜ
Please. Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. Let's learn more about this place. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens up a folder literally called CERN. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. Why wouldn't you call it CERN if it's CERN stuff?
セルンは
CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's partly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research.
欧州素粒スイスとフランスの
It's
国境
close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web.
ワールドワイ
Abbreviated as WWW, also simply called the Web, the standardized document system used on the internet. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, the communication protocol used to transfer data like HTML between a browser and a web server. Hypertext Markup Language, a language used to design web page documents, allows the embedding of images, videos, sound, and hyperlinks. Short for Disk Operating System, an early 16-bit operating system.
ドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名
ワールドワイ
The
ドウ
World
ェ
Wide
ブだ
Web? You mean the
そ
internet?
れってインターネット
ビンゴ
Bingo. That thing is the beginning of most URLs. CERN invented that. All I know about CERN is what I read Titor's book. I never knew they were that amazing.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはな
Most
いけ
people
ど
aren't aware,
日
but
本
there's
の
a
研究
Japanese
チームも
research
現
team
在
working
進
at
行
CERN
形で
too.
参加してたりする
セルンはどんな研
What
究
sort of research does CERN do?
基本的に
Particle
は
physics
素
mostly.
粒子物世界でも唯一
CERN
セル
can
ンしか
do
持ってない
experiments no one else
超
can
で
because
か
they
い
have
実
the
験装置を
biggest
持って
particle
るんだ
accelerators in the world. That's what it's called, a particle accelerator or something. I feel like I remember seeing a video of like it being used and it was basically like a giant railgun. That or I'm misremembering things.
低速汎用式
The
蓄
low
積
energy
リング
anti-proton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, large electron positron collider,
でラスボスは
and the big boss
世界
is
最
the
大を誇る
largest accelerator in the
LHC
world,
ラー
the
ジハドロンコラ
LHC,
イダータン
Large Hadron Collider Ton. Ton? Otaku could possess the ability to anthropomorphize, in Moe form, just about anything in the world simply by sticking Ton on the end of its name. Thor's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Fascinating. They represent a non-human entity as a humanoid character. Animals and military hardware are among the most common subjects, but anything can be anthropomorphized, in even abstract concepts, chemical elements, and countries. Thank you, Daru. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
LHC
is a 27-kilometer-long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's headquarters. Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reaction. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiment might create mini black holes. Oh no, the mini black holes will swallow the Earth. The universe is in danger. Mini black holes? I'm pretty sure Titor said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true? What's the possibility of that actually happening? 100%, and that it won't. CERN officially denies it. Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon its formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world. But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Titor claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001, and in 2034, they complete that time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Titor's story is true. Some of Titor's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Titor's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titor's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed down evil conspiracy. John Titor? Sir, you see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. We're likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. What, evidence? Well, if you must know. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with many black holes. What if we were to steal that technology? What then? Of course, who do you think I am? Everything is this choice of Steins Gate. Elsai Konguru. Put away my phone and turn to find Daru giving me an exasperated look. Just who the hell are you fighting with? Daru, I know what we must do. What's that? What was that, me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you? I want him to say something like, well, why the hell not, or what's in it for me? And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Me, a week's worth of potato chips. Daru, 10 days. Me. You sure are a glutton. Daru, the dive makes you a hungry man. Me, deal, get started. Daru, you got it, boss. Or something like that. Yep, real cool conversation. The real world Daru just purses his lips. You always give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you sound intelligent. Work with me here. You are a super hacker. Stop saying hacker. At least say hacker. See where I'm going with this? No, not at all. Neither do I. Hack into CERN. Daru stares at me in disbelief, and so does my phone. Hello. Mayuri.
Just hearing that from Okarin makes me happy.
Thank you, Mayuri. Is that some kind of joke? I know you can do it, Daru. Expose their dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about the time machine. Dastardly deeds? You're just imagining that stuff, Okarin. We stand at a crossroads. Will the phone wave, name subject change, become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in lab storage? You serious? I'm always serious. I looked Dara straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Dara sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知
I'm
ら
not
ないぜ
responsible for the consequences, got it?
Suddenly, Dara was bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a lie.
交渉成立だ
Deal. Get started.
すぐ
うはみなぎって
Let's
き
do
た
this.
報酬のポテチ
For your
一週間
payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Dara doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration.
じゃ
Anyway, I'm gonna go sleep. It's all
ああと
yours.
は任せた
I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Dara's keyboard lull me into sleep. I got more mail. Paris.
Come on, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet. Yeah, you don't you want them to you don't want them to notice you. Remember this. The summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose it'll make things interesting.
Before we do that, so let me save the game. Mundane world. Occupy part of the mundane world. Nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries, as it shall forevermore. Is it just that I, the great human Kyoma, run and hide? You risk my eye, or cat girl? Is the truth still devoted to that fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. In his time, mankind doesn't need doesn't need decrepit old gods to save. It won't go down. I can't scroll down. No. You, what are you scheming? The world will be ruled by chaos forevermore. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. I was exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back onto the sofa and start browsing at channel on my phone. Well, perfect timing. Tidor is currently posting in a thread. Here we go again. John Tidor, the Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future, like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line's percent difference from the standard. Die, troll. You claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Die, monster. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know. Your time machine has a magical device that measures it for you. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details blocks. Oh no, humanity is doomed. What has science done? .jpg. Little noobs responding seriously to troll thread. This tired guy's a shitty troll. Oh, don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I'd say Tidor's points have merit. By the way, Tidor, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings. Everett wheel model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Hugh and Kyoma is more annoying than Tidor. You can call yourself John Tyre, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask you a favor, Tyre-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then can I undo her death? So please lend me your time machine. You're gonna believe this time traveler all without proof? Are you an idiot? No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. The proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as the truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say that a major event causes the world line to diverge into a new world line. We'll call it World Line B. In World Line B, I'm afraid to say @channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear, to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The only thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They've already succeeded in creating micro-black holes. Hurry, Gohan, and Kamehameha. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment after I have heard what Tidor has to say, and then I will make contact with Tidor and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist Hugh and Kyoma will have the last laugh, suck its sleaze bags. Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe it until you tell me. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes. Lol. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? Go Mad Max, I guess. I'm gonna go get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads? I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen? Does Tidor have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe. Are you implying our brains that make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some Ava level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036. Is this how you reply to a scientific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior?
Anyone home?
I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Hello? Oh, it's you! The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Bond Tube workshop.
Hi, I'm from the Bronze Tube Workshop.
When our eyes met, she smiles.
The TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up?
Star's typing gets even faster. Feels like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside.
Why do we have to be sneaky?
What was this girl's name again? I think it was Aruma or More. Oh, right, Amane Suzuha. Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him.
What exactly do you guys do?
Sorry, I saw her. Sorry? Sorry? Ugh. Sorry for my English. Ugh. No, sorry for my... what was I gonna say sorry for again? Oh yeah, I got distracted. Thought I heard something. I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger.
You're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right?
How do you know that? I never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. The Suzuha just stares blankly.
That's what it said on your mailbox.
Oh. I lower my guard. Why didn't she just say so? Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me or are her eyes gleaming? We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows.
その支配構造を破壊するために
Wow.
その闇
Is
の
that
機
is
関
the evil organization
セルン
CERN?
Why do you know that? How do you know that?
そうだ
Yeah, but
お
Oh,
やっぱ
so I
そう
was
な
right.
の
Those guys really are content a lot, aren't they?
拉致すべき連中だよね
she nods to herself for some reason. Do you have some kind of beef with CERN? And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation. I thought I was the only weird one around here. You're stealing my job!
なぜ
How did you know we were hacking into
セルンに
CERN?
ハッキング中だとし
What? You're hacking them? Right now?
Me and my big mouth.
いいからこっちの
Just
質問に
answer my
答えろ
question. How did you know about
俺
our
たち
business
セルン
with
の関係
CERN?
を知っている
あー
Well,
それはいや
well, actually, I heard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window.
ここに立つと
The
窓
window.
から聞こえてくるわけ
Come to think of it, it was open and Dara and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. I guess Dara was working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Brawn Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly. Its tire's mostly clean. It's probably new. Looks pretty fast, but whose is it?
私
I've only been working here for a day,
で
but
働き出したんだけど
Zua opens the Brawn Tube workshop with a wry smile.
これが予想
I
以上
got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd
客
we
来
can't
ないかな
we
ー
can
って店の
enter
前に
the front of the
出撃
store,
したんだ
see if I couldn't spot any customers.
Reconnoiter? There's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. Exactly, I don't even know how to say it. Pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance? To scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? Finally, someone who speaks my language. Strange. I follow Suzuha into the store.
その時に
So that's when, and I heard you guys talking from the second floor.
気になってついネッ
I
ト
got
で
interested
調
and
べ
looked
ち
it
ゃ
up
った
online. Now I know all the rumors about
黒い
CERN.
噂についてもバッチリ知ってる
Damn,
よ
we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. If we do that, the lab will turn to a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
と
Anyway, you must
絶
not
対に
tell
他の
anyone
者だ
else,
ぞ
or else men in black will raid us.
あうん
Yeah, I understand. I'm not too tight-lipped, so don't
これ
worry.
でも口は硬いから任せ
Zua
て
grins and thumps her chest confidently. All's quiet inside the Brawn Tube workshop. That gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either.
店長はどこへ
Where's the manager?
たった今
You left
君の
right after
テレ
you
ビの
finished
修理
preparing
が
your
終わ
TV.
って出てったよ
Probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, I'm picking up my beloved daughter from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. Probably just annoys her. Anyway, how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone.
つうわけで
So,
治ったテレ
here's
ビ
the
や
fixed
って
TV.
ね
Suzuha lightly taps the TV on the counter. It disintegrates.
お代は1000円で
So,
いいってさ
it charge 1,000 yen.
Damn manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. Reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. I'm trying to remember what... like, isn't the conversion rate for yen to dollars like 100 yen for $1? I feel like that's what I've heard. If that's the case, then that's $10, right? She takes out a receipt. Apparently it was already written out.
毎度あり
Thank you for your patronage. Well, just take it away.
まさか
By myself, are you
一人でも
joking?
いいけど
Huh?
違
Didn't
う
you
の
bring it here by yourself?
持ってきた時も一人だ
Don't
っ
you know
たん
how...
でしょ
Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs and down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman.
手伝ってもいいけど
Yes, I can help, but... Oh, I see. So we're already in the age where women do
もう
physical
力
labor.
仕事も女がやる時代か
What? She mutters, her tone pensive. I mean, I just need help, madam. How sarcastic of her. I don't remember asking anyone for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride. Baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, master? Oh, and would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samidari whenever you have time. P.S. I managed to it's 10 practice swings today. Cookies? Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with the... No. Sure, go on with your family. How many family members do you have anyway? Daru keeps insisting that shrine mates should come in pairs. Doesn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Even every mean heart's at partying and can't hide from the organization forever, and the seal on my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, can't scroll down. Can I use... Aha! I can use the controller. Oh god, you'll have to take care of yourself. I feel like this one just sounds creepy, so I'm just gonna do this one, because it's more of a question. That one.
Wow,
Applause.
that's so manly. I might be falling for you.
You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you?
Hmm? What makes you think that?
It's one of my powers. Coloring gentleman. This power allows me to see through lies. Lies appear to glow red. Then they die.
You have powers?
Sua's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
Are you some kind of esper?
When I nod, she whispers into my ear.
Are there a lot of espers like you?
Of course not. I'm special. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty. All I end up doing is knocking over to you. No.
Yeah, I was scared for a second there, but still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe there's the reason why, and there aren't more where I came from.
After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding.
By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all? If it were me, I'd want a perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters, or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react.
What do you... What? Why do you want those abilities? Why do you want to tear off somebody's limbs? What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? Mock battle using air guns, primarily played outside in the mountains. Participants usually wear camouflage. Wait. No, don't tell me. You're an organization? Citizen, aren't you? You are the one they call Miss Gogo. Who hired you?
Nobody hired me. What's a go-go?
She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Their confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday.
Anyway, do you have any other powers?
Even if I did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me.
I'm not going to kill you.
Revealing my powers would be suicide. They are most effective with the element of surprise. In other words, they are for me to know and you to find out. Say what you like. Burning tension runs between us. She seems funny. Our eyes meet. Invisible sparks scatter. I keep getting mail. Shining finger. Kabe-kun. A lot. You reply me alright. I've been waiting for, and please tell me the super hacker's address when you can. If I don't get cracking, someone else might get the thing before I do. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. Wait, what? You mean the one that I literally just got? I should probably actually save first. Hang on. I about forgot the button. This ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's mostly from that male demon's shining finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. You guys have stuck equality and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. Looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how could she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it?
なんか渋い
Made
顔
a
してる
frown.
ね
Did you get a death
死亡
notice?
通知でも来た
What?
例えだって
Just
ば
wondering.
She was just wondering if I got a death notice. How could you say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
えっと
I meant to ask if you got some unpleasant news.
聞きたかったわけ
似たような
You could say that. This girl's hard to get a handle on. Really shouldn't let my guard down around her.
There's
this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak. Excuse you? Hi.
IBN
An IBM 5100.
知っているのか
You know about them?
あ
Yeah.
そうか
I see. So the IBM 5100 legend is famous, huh?
伝説は有名だったのか
Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought.
Yeah,
そうさ
that's it.
都市伝
I
説
heard the
でし
urban
た
legend from someone.
君
How
は
much do
ど
you know
の
about
程度
it?
まで知ってんの
IBN
I actually tried looking for an IBM 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in
秋葉には
Akiba.
なかったというオチは
そっか
I see.
そり
Well,
ゃ
that's
そうだよ
true.
ね
何か知ってい
You
る
sound
口
like
ぶり
you
だ
know something. Do you have it?
Well, I do and I don't, I guess.
知ってるような私は知
I
らない
don't
け
know
ど
about it personally, but I happen to hear about it from a knowledgeable
それを
acquaintance of
ち
mine
らっと聞
or
いた
something
こ
like
とがある
that.
みたいな
Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face.
貴様
Who are you?
何者
Suha falls back onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
IBN
Has seeing you giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBM 5100? But when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore.
そもそも
I'm not even interested in the IBM 5100.
興味はない
I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all.
貴様を信用でき
You
る
don't
要
have
素
a
が一
shred
つ
of
もない
credibility. I have no way of
そ
knowing
の
if
面
that
白い
interesting
情報が
information of
真
yours is
実
true
で
or
あるか
not.
どうかもわからない
うわ
Wow, that's
そこ
harsh.
まで言う
Well, I admit I am acting kind of
確かに
suspicious.
私挙動不審だじゃあさ
I won't tell you, but I'll
教
give
え
you
な
a
いけど
hint.
ヒントだけあげるそんで
And then you'll
わか
write
り
an
そうで
agony
わから
when
な
you
い
can't figure it out.
にもだいち実は
Truth is, the IBM 5100 has a hidden
隠
function.
された機能があるんだよ
What? That's ominous. What? Excuse you? Hidden function? That reminds me. I'm pretty sure that John Titer from 2000 said from something like that. I searched through my memories.
確か
If I remember correctly, the IBM 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language.
嘘
No way!
知ってんの
How'd you know?
なんで
Tell me, tell me!
I only vaguely remember, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin.
能力名
It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of
貴
hearts.
様の心の内
何それ
No
反則
fair!
For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power.
全ては
I
お見通
see
しだ
everything, Amane Suzuha. Resistance is futile.
とにかく
Anyway, the IBM 5100 has hidden
隠された
function.
機能がある AP エリア
In
ベー
the
シック
Cyber
が普及
IBM
する前に
proprietary
書かれた
programming language which was written before
IBM の
APL
独
and
自の
BASIC
プログ
became
ラミング
widespread.
言語も解
Isn't
読
that
できちゃうの
surprising?
May I ask what those are? Basic, short for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. beginner's programming language frequently used in the 1970s. And APL, short for a programming language. A programming language introduced in 1964. Kind of an incredibly basic name, but sure. Let's go with it.
さ驚愕だと思わない
Now I remember, John Tyler said the same thing in 2000. And right after that, an IBM engineer officially admitted that function's existence.
今や IBM
Now it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBM 5100.
言語があったりするんだよ
The reason Tyler traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100 was because he needed that function, so he needed to translate something. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who know about that sort of function.
だから
That's why IBM 5100s are so
すごく
rare.
レアな PC なの
While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hands. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So IBM 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I got one, I could sell for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds.
Money! 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 Money!
No, sorry. But first, I have to deal with CERN. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, we got more John Tidor. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN in the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict that you see in this era. There's no war, how is that possible? How does CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Titer guy stole a science machine from CERN, didn't he? He's a bad guy here. Die of fire, terrorist scum. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government, except now that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think ourselves as a resistance. There is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about the many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many of you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future. Stop being around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of bullshit and now you can't tell fact from fiction, alright? Delicious nationalist tears. CERN probably figured it out. Oh, they got a time machine to experiment with, right? That'll make you no better than Tidor. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Tidor, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBM 5100? Was John Tyre plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago. I thought Tyre was crazier, but this Hewing guy's even crazier. Get a room, guys. Lol. World War III, Lamau. Isn't this supposed to be an IBM 5000 and an 100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless. But if even one person pays attention, that's good enough. World War III? Is that something that I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. John Tidor. Finally. 20 hours have passed since Dara started hacking. Feels like I should save here. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning.
Oh, a summer morning and a broken knee if you slam it into a table.
I glance at Dara while browsing at channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off his computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like to take a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up in a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making any sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know about the Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on Atchow is conspiring against me. How else can I explain it? Out of options, I decided to email Titor directly, just as he told me. He audaciously exposed his own address on that channel. I guess that's his way of saying, bring it on. In my email, I questioned the differences between his posts now and his post 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor travels to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titor was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Titor is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Titor correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, Civil War in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. Popularly known as the Y2K bug, at the turn of the 21st century, there was a concern over the possibility of widespread computer failure when the year turned 2000. In order to save memory space, old operating systems almost always abbreviated years to the final two digits. Hence, when 1999 changed to 2000, the last two digits would change from 99 to 00. If its programming didn't anticipate that change, the computer could erroneously assume that the year was 1900. It was rumored that computers in the military, financial, and government sectors might malfunction and cause worldwide catastrophe. To address this issue, countermeasures were taken in the mid-1990s to manually update every program. As a result of these countermeasures, the year 2000 problem was averted. I actually do kind of remember hearing about this thing, the Y2K thing. That was like a real concern, but apparently what I remember hearing happen is that like some things got like a little buggy, but like some things like sure, there was a couple errors here and there, but they weren't like things completely failing. It was just like systems would just get like slightly confused, and then you just have to update them, and then suddenly it looked normal again. But as far as I can tell, it was just mostly like little things. Like you might notice like, you know, just like a small glitch. It'd be like looking at a small glitch in a game and just seeing like, oh, that's that. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Sorry for the sun mail. Alright, let's send it now. If you can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titor. So, what are your true colors? Ah, hello! Morning! Mayuri! Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for expending on our food. She's back to her usual smiley self. What are you doing here so early?
I heard you guys stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I brought you some goodies.
Excellent. Good job. Though to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out... canned oden. A canned meals sold in vending machines. Each can contains a hot broth with various Odin ingredients such as boiled egg, radish, konjac, beef, and tofu, a popular Akihabara specialty. Neat. Canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. When it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at.
The present for Mayushi. They're 270 yen each, so savor it, okay?
I've been getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately, but buy these instead from now on.
The Mayushi doesn't have a pocket money to splurge like this all the time.
Wrong button.
Mayushi loves banana chicken, so she'll keep buying them.
I consider saying you'll get fat if you only eat frozen food, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats.
But wait, here's more. Ta-da!
Next, she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration.
Rhinet sausage. Comes with an Uber bar cap as a bonus. I really want it, so I bought it.
She sticks her out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck-deep in Oopa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
How's Darkun?
Well, let me see what the phone says. Skyclad blah blah blah. This is Amane Suzuha. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay, don't worry, I won't email too much. I might be slow to reply too. I'm kind of new at this email thing, so it's okay to laugh at me. Okay. It wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit. Where were you before living? And haven't used cell phone much? I'm curious. Where were you before? Alright, back to this. He's in the midst of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once.
Darkun's super hack sphere is on fire.
Don't say hack. Don't say hacka. An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. Ow! It hits my head with a nice thunk.
He sure is tense.
Daru. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin.
But isn't hacking bad? Mayushi doesn't want you to do bad things.
I would be a fool to let Daru's hacker skills go to waste. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through. Besides, we're doing this to expose CERN's wrongdoings. This is a war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world.
Bad things are bad.
That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. I'll admit it, we are doing a bad thing. There's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject. Mayuri, want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef?
If you want to trade, I'd rather have your quail egg.
Don't be ridiculous. Next to beef, quail eggs are my favorite.
Mayushi likes quail eggs too.
Settle for my Chikuwa.
Okay, Chikuwa's better than sweet potatoes.
With that said, I skewer the Chikuwa and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up the conversations about food. It's easy to manipulate her. Soon, but I can just get the SQL table. I've more than enough passwords. You're no match for me. Daru? Daru started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think that's the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. All I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters. Oh, go on, yes, yes! You can't hide from me, nothing you. Doesn't feel Nick. His eyes are bloodshot and he started rambling. He is going insane, I think. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him, you think? Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until, finally... Oh, yes! Yes! Matching ID and password. Login complete. Hell yeah! Taste it! Yes! Yes! Yes!
死ねえなめんな
What enthusiasm.
誰やった
Did
の
you get it? The smug bastard turns with an expression of immense satisfaction. It's as if he's gone into Le Petit's mold. The what? A condition of mental and physical release unique to male physiology, characterized by a feeling of supreme calm and composure. Entering this state is almost like becoming an empty shell, also known as the hyper sage time or saint time.
ミッションコンプリート
Mission complete.
本当か
Really?
That's amazing. I don't really get though.
よくわかんない。
After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Dara my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
仕事の
An
後
Odin
の
can is the best after a job well done.
よくやった
Well done! You really are the world's greatest super hacker.
ハッカーな
Hacker.
ハッカー
Hacker! I'm glad you're on my
お前
side.
が手がよかったそれで
So, did you find out how they are planning to destroy the world?
いや
I haven't looked yet, man. All I did was get us connected.
つながっただま
But it's all downhill from
は
here.
楽だけど
ならば
I'm sorry if you're tired. Please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in there.
陰謀の影が
はいはいやります
Yeah,
よ
yeah, I'll do it. But let me eat
でも
this
その
Odin
前
can
におでん
first.
缶食わせろ
After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスが
The question is
セル
who
の
this
誰
password
のもの
belongs
なのか
to.
ってのが問題なんだよな
どういうこと
Why is that?
セルのデータベ
I
ース
went
に
into
入
CERN's
って
database and got a data table. From there, I focused on people with simple passwords like 111111 and ABCDEFGH. To get my hands on an ID. It'd be awesome if it turns out to be the server admin's login, but I don't think we're that lucky.
日本語で
In Japanese, please?
右に同じく
Same.
要するに
Basically, if this is the server's admin's password, we can taste every inch of CERN's luscious flesh. But if it's just an already researcher's password, then we can only see CERN's boobs. Bruh.
軽く
Dark and snotty.
エ
Daru,
ロい例えをするな
I'm going to throw you out the window. Quit the rock samples. Basically, you mean there'll be limits to what information we can access.
そういうこと
Exactly.
まサーバー管理
Anyway,
者
it's
を
only a matter of
特
time
定して
before I get a
パスを
server
ゲット
admin's
するのも
password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy
それ
now.
はまた今度にするわ
It'd be cruel to push Daru any further.
あんま
It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お
Oh, looks like our ID belongs to an accelerator division chief.
担当者のも
サーバー管理者
So it's not a server admin.
一発で
It would make a
当てるなんて
miracle. It would take a miracle to get one on our first try. How many staff members do you think CERN
セル
has?
に何人の関係者がいると思って
何
How many?
6000人
Over 6,000. That many?
まあとりあえず
Well, for now, let's look at this accelerator division chief. His name is,
Jack さんのメールの
Jack.
ログを
Let's look at his
ちょ
email
っと
log.
覗かせてもらおうよ
Of course, the emails come up in English.
Oh no. That makes Mayushi's head hurt.
が痛くなってきま
It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
誰よ
Dar, what does that say?
翻訳しないと
Need to translate it.
エキサイト先生にご
This
登
is
場
a
願
job
い
for Dr. Excite. Who? A machine translation site. Got it.
そんなめんどいことしてらん
Nah,
ねえ
I've
っつ
got a
の
better idea. Dar boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. Or unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year.
新年の挨拶み
Looks
たい
like
っ
it's
す
a New
な
Year's greeting. Something about going on vacation in Spain. Lucky bastard. That email's normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを
If we keep scouring the log like this, we can also identify the server manager.
できるのだぜ
あのね
You know, looking through someone else's email without permission makes me feel real guilty.
すごくごめんなさいって気持ちになる
Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant upu cushion with a sigh. You know what I'm wondering? we have not seen Kurisu in a long time now. Hopefully she's fine, but she also kind of almost went insane after seeing the teleporting bananas, as well as the everything else. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However, I abandoned guilt when I chose the path of evil long ago. Thank you. Let the responsibility be mine. I will not ask you to answer for my crimes. What a guy. Stop it. I decline your offer. Now get peeking, Dara.
オカリンって悪いんだ。
What do you mean Mayushi
大
said?
好は悲しいです。
That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. It's like he sends emails like these almost daily. LHC Experiment Reports? There could be a hint about time machines in there. We should try reading them. This is definitely a crime, though. That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols. This is encrypted. Of course it isn't that simple. Well, cracking this should be a piece of cake. Nice, Subaraka. He's a genius, no doubt. Dara undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real time sink is deciphering the crappy machine translation. Translating the proper Japanese, it's...
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Pole. Whoops. That acting completely unnecessary. Aw. Let my man slip. Upload today's data into the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say but the same about the rest, though. This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this forever. But don't you think this work is underrewarding? This kitten, this 27-kilometer-long kitten, has been in operation for 9 years. Our research will change the course of history, yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it. Of course, if it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a scandal. People would probably say something like, call Robert Zemeckis to CERN right away. He could build it in less than a year. 9 years? Dara finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out. Okay. Do you think there were any translation errors in that email? Did Dara know something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does. If you trust the translation software, that's what it says. Japanese is strange in places, though. But that doesn't make sense. I thought that the LHC was only put into operation around spring last year, but this email makes it sound like it's been in operation for 9 years. That is strange. The email's send date is this year, 2010. So 9 years ago makes it 2001. Oh, wait. Do you think they're doing what we did, but to a larger scale? We had our thing go back in time like a few days. But what if theirs went back in time a couple years? John Titor posted this on @channel yesterday. The only thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world. And it's related to time travel. Keep looking, Dara. Search for anything related to time machine research. Seriously? I don't know if Dara is questioning my order or there's possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
There aren't any emails with the phrase time machine in them. But this phrase Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few months.
Do you think that it could be about the current LHC?
Do you think it could be about the current LHC experiments?
その具体的な内容は
What is it specifically? Black hole formation experiments?
Let's try looking for a document. Ah, found one.
Daru opens a PDF attachment.
Oh, looks like this is top secret stuff from France, England, and Holland.
国家最高
Government
機密
secrets.
CERN's not even a government organization, so why?
Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? We might be getting in a little deep here.
構わん
I don't
詳細
care.
を調べろ
I don't care. Give me details.
Hold on. If we get caught, we're not getting off with an apology.
お前はハッキン
Are
グ
you
で
so
足がつく
confident as to
よう
let
な
yourself
無
be
能だ
traced?
I took the necessary precautions.
だったら何も
Then I
問題
fail
な
to
い
see the problem. Well, thanks. Daru makes a slight awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14日 第
Excuse you?
137 Z プログラム実
May
験レポート
14th, the 137th Z program experiment report. Human is dead, mismatch. What does that mean?
なお
Because we have already succeeded at creating mini black holes, the report is omitted. First,
Stop! Stop!
stop! All of a sudden, Tyler's prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは
So CERN did use the LHC to generate mini black
ホール
holes.
生成に成功していたのだ
公式には
But
実
they
験はま
announced
だ
that
成
their
功
experiments
して
still
ない
haven't
と発
succeeded,
表さ
so
れているの
why? This is what Tyler was referring to when he posted "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも
But
実験
the
の
goal of
目
the
的
experiment
は
wasn't even to generate
新
mini
しい
black
素粒
holes.
子
It
反応を
was
起
to
こ
create
す
new
ことであ
elementary
って
particle
ミニ
reactions.
ブラックホール生成じゃないし
Daru doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor,
だが実際にはすで
but
に
in reality,
Mini
they've
black
already
hole
generated those mini black
生成されている。
holes.
みたい
Sure
だな
does seem like that.
その先には
What does it say next?
と実験結果エラー
Results. Error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14. Jellyman's?
リフターの調整
We propose that further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local field conformity points are online. What does that mean? Human is dead. Means somebody died, right?
って意味じゃね
What? Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I am the insane mad scientist, Hugh Kyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
ゼリーマンズレポート
What is this Jellyman's report? Daru starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue. I can't find it in Jack's email. We need an account with more
誰かも
privileges.
っと偉い
ではそれは後回し
Then
だ
we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines.
さすがに出
No,
て
we're
こな
not
い
going
ん
to
じゃ
find
ね
anything, right? After that, Daru spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division Chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines.
加速器技
Words
術委
like
員会
Accelerator
とか
Technical Committee and
LHC
LHC
計画
Project
責
League
任
came
者
up,
とかって単
so
語
I
が
guess
出
we
て
can
き
look
た
for
か
an
ら
ID from
そ
there.
の辺の ID
Maybe
を
then we can
見
get
当
more
つけて
information.
探すかな
ジャックさんの ID で
You
は
can't
調
look
べ
it
ら
up
れ
with the
ない
ID you have. Daru shakes his head.
では
Well, I guess let's call it for a
今日
day.
のところはこれまでか
ちなみにさ
By the
今
way,
見てた
what
の
we
は
just saw was
セル
CERN's
ンの
biggest
一番
server,
でかい
but
サ
I
ー
also
バ
found a
ーなんだ
strange
けど
database on the
実はも
network.
う一個
妙
Strange
とい
how?
うと
バグってた
It was buggy.
バグ
Buggy?
いやバグっつうか
I mean, it was full of some kind of
一応
code.
プログラムのコードもう意味不すぎ
But
て
the
むちゃ
code's
くちゃっつ
gibberish,
うか
surely impossible to
全くもって
decode.
解読
Thank
不
you
能
very
です本当
much.
にありがとうございました
暗号化されている可能
Could
性
it be
は
could it be encrypted?
あれは
Not
暗号
by
に
any
は見え
algorithm
ない
I've
のだ
ever
ぜ。
seen. Wouldn't even work as a
そもそもプログラ
program.
ムとして成
Just
立
bothers
してないん
me.
だよね。
Why would they have a database
た
that
だそ
nobody
ん
could
な
ever
誰にも
use?
見られないようなデータベースがなんで置いてあんのかは気になる。
You know what it probably is? The IBN thing. They said that the IBN is the IBN 5100 is the one thing that could communicate, one of the few things that could actually like translate a specific language of there. So that might be what it is. It could be that whatever that mess of code is a language that can't be deciphered with anything other than an IBN 5100.
気になるな。
That is strange.
ちょっと解析してみるを。
I'll see what I can find out. Daru tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
ああ、わからん。
Don't get it!
全然わからん。
I don't get it at all!
こんなん絶対プログラム
Call
じ
this
ゃ
a
ねえよ。
program, dumbass? Go to
シナカ
hell!
さん、ウッキー
Oh, great, he snapped.
もうやめ
Think you
た
should
方が
stop.
いいよ。
Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daru with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回ら
I
ん
am
し。
spinning.
もう無
I
理。
can't take it anymore. This is bad. Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up for 2 days straight. He's probably at his limits.
ご苦労だった。
Good work. Go
もう
rest,
休
Daru.
め。誰
うん。
Yeah, I'll do that.
つうかさ。
Anyway, even if it isn't a bug, but an actual program, M, only the guys who made it could understand it. I've never seen anything like it. Program unlike anything he's seen, huh? At that moment, music bursts out from my pocket. Feels like I should save here. Hello? John! Are you being honest? If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM N5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Titor who has appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 and later and write about the things you have told me. But that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional and making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set that possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago, you existed on a different world line than the one we're on right now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from the past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of a previous world line. Unless you two are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines. Of course. Everything is falling into place.
What you talking about?
Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm practically assembling the pieces in my mind.
ジョン・タイタ。
John Titor.
タイム
Thurn.
マシン。
The time machine. These things are all connected. Now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
ダルよ。
Daru, I think I know how we can read that program.
判明するかもしれん。
マジで
Seriously?
どうやって
Oh. I aim my phone camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. Are we gonna send it to the past? Or are we gonna send it to Titor? I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar and send it to Titor? A mysterious database inside CERN, a program unlike anything Super Haka Daru has ever seen. Its true form is...
俺のひらめきが
If
正
my
しけ
hunch
れ
is correct, John Titor should
ば、ジ
know.
ョン・タイターが知っている。
は
What? There's no
あ
way.
はないよ。
なんとでも言う
Say
が
what you like. We'll know soon enough.
答えはすぐに出る。
We wait for Titor's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me. It's here. Where did you find that? That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. I figured, yep. Here, I quickly opened the mail. Its contents are enough to raise goosebumps in my entire body. Just as I suspected. Huh? I was right, Dario. I know where that data comes from. An IBN 5100. That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. That function was brought to light by the John Titor who appeared in 2000. A while after Titor posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Sue about this only yesterday. You can also decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now it's a dead programming language only decipherable with an IBM 5100. What an incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work. A meaningful coincidence, simultaneity, the feeling that two casually unrelated events have a meaningful deterministic relationship. For example, a vase fell and shattered, and at the same time my grandmother died in the hospital. Nearly everyone has felt synchronicity at some point in their lives, a concept advocated by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. I'm pretty sure it's said Jung, sorry. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings. No, I say. This discovery of ours was inevitable from the start. For this is the choice of Steins Gate. Wait, so CERN has an IBM 5100 database? Those machines aren't compatible with any modern software. Why would they do something like that? Answer me this. What's the best way to secure a machine against external cracking? In computer terminology, actions including illegal access to networked systems and data tampering, often confused with hacking, but hacking originally means the constructive study of software. Cracking, on the other hand, is a malicious act. I guess the best way would just to use something that no one can hack. Well, make it standalone, of course. A computer that is not connected to any computer or network. Dar quickly catches on to the intent of my question. Only IBM 5100s can read it, then I guess that's kind of a standalone. Which means that CERN's keeping their most important secrets hidden there. How do you know about that hidden function anyway? It is recorded in my brain's extensive index, Librorum Prohibitorum. Titor said it himself 10 years ago, but Dar wouldn't believe me even if I told him the truth. Very original. I ignore Dara's retort. Mayuri, we have important matters to discuss. Assemble!
I can hear you fine from here.
Mayuri's sewing. He doesn't get off the sofa. It doesn't matter whether you can hear or not. This meeting concerns the fate of the future gadget laboratory. Nay, the fate of mankind. So I wanted to feel more secretive, like we're scheming or something. It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault. Thanks.
Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes.
Well, I can't have everything in my way. Listen, you two. Henceforth, the future gadget laboratory shall begin emergency top-secret operation. This shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is CERN, a scientific institute engaged in the most evil research imaginable. Ocarine, you're too loud. I've been up all night. Crap, I guess I am being too loud. Yeah, of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Susua is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turned down a notch.
いいか
Understand,
世界にまた
if the world has no need for two mad scientists, before they can get ahead of us, we must outwit them.
我らが出し
奴らって
Who are they?
奴らは奴らだ
You know, them.
あのね
Mayushi doesn't get all.
全然は
つまり
Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC, the IBM 5100, said to be located somewhere in Akiba.
IBN5100 を手に入れる
I make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it, is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited?
僕探すのは
I'll pass on the search. I'm seriously tired. Besides, I want to keep combing certain server.
セルの
そう
That's true.
だまあ
Well, you're the only one who can do that, Daru, so I'll leave it to you.
そっちは任せるねでは
So, the IBM 5100 investigation squad shall consist of Mayuri and me.
無理だよ
I can't.
Mayuri makes an apologetic face.
コス作り
I have to make costumes and I have work too.
もある
I am on my own. So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time.
いいだろ
Fine, I'll manage alone somehow. It's useless to try and stop me. Understood?
そう
また何か
Are you going to do something bad again?
いや
Nah, he's all talk. I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out into the street. Immediately, a bicycle skids to a stop in front of me. It's... Hey!
Hiya, Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American or something, but I'm distracted by her shiny bicycle. It's the same bicycle that was in front of the Bronze Tube workshop yesterday. Guess it belongs to her. I wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive.
なかなかのテク
Pretty nice technique there.
自転車ってほん
Bicycles
と
are fun,
楽
aren't
しいよ
they?
ね
I never ridden one before coming
自
here.
転車乗るのって
初めて
You never rode in a bicycle.
そう
Nope.
バイクは
I haven't
よく
ridden
乗ってたん
motorcycles
だけど
before, though.
な
Isn't that backwards? Shouldn't you want to ride... Shouldn't you ride... You know what? Have fun. Weird girl. And what's with that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all through the town. Beginners get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. And if you're gonna go full speed, at least wear a helmet.
今からバイトか
Going to work now?
さあ
Yep.
Bronze Tube Workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change when Mr. Braun's mood, with Mr. Braun's mood.
ちょうどよかった
That's perfect. There's something we need to talk about.
Huh?
こ
I
れ
need to
か
get
ら
the shop
開
ready for
店準備しな
business.
きゃいけないんだよね
このオンボロ
Just
ブラ
what
ン
does
ド
this crumbly old Bronze Tube Workshop need to get ready?
ないね
Nothing really.
全く
Geez, I just want to see sweet in front of the shop. If I clean inside, boss gets angry.
中は
Everything
掃
where
除しようとすると
everything's where it needs to be, he
店長
says.
が怒るしこれが完
So he's
璧
paying her
な
not to
配置
clean?
なんだよって
Something's wrong with that guy. Ferris. Didn't say anything about Akiba, yeah. If you want to learn the truth of the world, and come to me at once, yeah. It's time for the prelude to ruin. No. Leave me alone.
ならば
So, hear me out
話
then.
をさせてもらおう
でもな
I'm so tired.
In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. Great. I glare at her.
あまり
You would be unwise to anger me.
今すぐじゃないと
Does
ダ
that
メ
have to be
な
right
感
now?
じ
My glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod.
じゃあ
Then go
どうぞ
ahead.
Zua shrugs her shoulder as she locks her bike, then she turns to me.
ただし手
But
短
keep
に
it
頼
short,
む
okay?
よ
IBN5000
Where's the IBM 5100?
不明
No one tell yet.
不明
What?
何
不明
I don't know.
Oh,
昨日のお前の
But
口ぶりは
by the way you talked yesterday, it sure sounded like you knew.
知ってるのは
No,
私
I know
の知り
someone
合
who
いだ
knows.
ってば
Then take me to
そ
them.
の知り合い
I won't take no for an
を
answer, and
案
I'll...
内してもらおう
I won't take no for an answer. Refuse, and I'll show you a living hell.
無理
I can't. Come on, I said I'd even show you a living hell.
会いたくても
I
会え
can't
ないから
introduce you to
さ
even if I want to.
Are they dead?
どういう意味だ
What do you mean?
まさか想像
Don't
上
tell me
の
they're
存在か
imaginary.
死んだから
They've been dead for
何年も
years.
前に
Great.
すまなかった
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's okay. Anyways, there's nothing I can tell you. Honestly, I'm hoping you can tell me
私の持
something.
ってる情報そんなに大したこ
Suo
と
pats me
ない
on
の
the
で
shoulders.
む
Funny.
しろ私
You'd
の
think
方
I'm the
が
one
教
who's
えても
supposed
ら
to
いたい
cheer
ぐ
her
ら
up.
いだよ
Just then, Mr. Braun opens the door and makes his appearance.
おいバイト
Hey, part-timer. It's only your third day and you're late.
遅刻してんじゃね
ああ店長
Sorry, boss. The streets were a little crowded this morning.
ちょっと朝から立て込んで
え真面目にやら
You're
ねえ
not
な
gonna
ら
take this seriously. You know what's giving you the boot here?
岡部も
So you, Okabe, don't you let me or my
必要としてん
part-timer.
じゃねえぞ
浴場しているのは
Aren't you the lecherous one here, Mr. Braun?
ミス
Why, you just try saying something like that in front of a nay. I'll murder you. Gotta keep my honor as a father.
父親としての貢献さま
Besides, I ain't got no use for a skinny kid like her.
鍵に浴場なんかするかよ
何を
Take that back,
今の
boss.
取り消して
Zuo's actually mad now. Curious.
なんだよ
What, you
怒った
mad?
の
私はガキじゃ
I'm
ない
not a kid. I'm a
一人
warrior.
前の戦士だよ
What are you talking
何言っ
about?
てんだ
Zuo's burning passion has the manager shocked. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzua's hand and grasp it firmly.
いい目をし
I
てい
like
る
the
な
look in your eyes, you part-time warrior. They shine with the radiance of a beast unseen in modern men.
野獣さその目を忘
Never
れるな
forget those eyes of yours, and you shall surely change from a part-time warrior to a
バイト
true
戦士
warrior.
真の戦士へと暮らし
っていうか
I'm
私
already
は
a
もう戦
warrior.
士なんだってば
セル
Stay diligent in your training, and you shall have a place at my side in the field of Ragnarok. In Norse mythology, the final war of the gods, Twilight of the Gods,
それは
ラグナロク
Ragnarok? Suo looks confused.
何それ
What's that?
セルと
The final battle against CERN.
最終決戦
そんなの起き
You
る
got
予
something
定
like
があ
that
る
plan?
の
Count me in if you do, but I've never heard of
ぜ
it.
ひ参加するけど
当たり前だ
Of course you haven't. This is the first time I've revealed it, for I shall be the one to initiate Ragnarok, and the world shall be reborn.
おー
Wow. Sure are brave, Kobe Rintaro. You probably fail, but I like your
どう
spirit.
せ失敗するだろうけど
Bruh.
私の仲間も
I wish my comrades are as spirited as you are.
Apparently Suzuha has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way I can form my own personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of hewing Kyoma in this girl. The unstoppable. Oh, guys, big man. Where's my store attracts nothing but weirdos? Damn.
バイトいいからさっ
Whatever,
さと店に
part-timers.
入れ
Just come inside.
Coming.
じゃあね
Here, Kobe Rintaro.
Why do you keep saying full name? Suzuha waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store. Hi, Mai.
Yeah, Bakarin.
Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha.
やはり一緒に探す
They're going to help me search after all. That's the lab
いい
mem's
ラボメン
spirit.
精神だ
Oh no, that's not it. I was thinking about buying lunch.
お昼
だ
She really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet.
で
So, ready plan to
どこへ
go.
買うつもりだ
What to eat?
どうしようかな
Mary places her finger on her bottom lip in thought as she walks.
サンボの牛
That must be beef ball. Sounds good.
This tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sanbo alone. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First-timers are often cowed by the old-school atmosphere. Fade in. Plus, the clientele is mostly almost exclusively male, but Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. Meanwhile, the Sandbists, regular Sambo customers, are posting comments online like, "The guys has arrived," or "The guys will win."
だがサンボは
But
この時
Sambo
間
isn't open this
まだ
early.
開店していないぞ
I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often. And each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from this world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at a distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street, so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice their stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Reason is romantic. Or perhaps childish.
星に
I feel like I can reach the stars.
って思って
When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave me that answer. At first, she only reached out to the night sky, but lately, she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like now. Even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy.
星なんて見えない
It's
だ
too
ろ
early for stars, Mayuri. I walk up to Mayuri and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face.
あのね
You
お
know,
昼でも
even during the
お
day, the
星
stars are
様
still
が
up
そこ
there.
にあるんだよ
哲学的なことを
Getting
言うのも結
philosophical
構
is nice and all, but it's dangerous to stop in the middle of the
道の
street.
ど真ん中で立ち止まるのは危ない
そうだ
That's true.
そうそう
Oh, just now, I was looking at the star. When I was looking at the stars, I decided to have ramen for lunch.
マユシーは
How
今
are
日の
ramen
お
and the
昼
stars even
はラーメン
related?
にしない
Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. Ay, ay, ay. I know I said I'd search for the IBM 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I spent about an hour in the internet cafe searching for information, but turned up nothing. I buy some mango juice with tapioca from a juice stand inside Yodobashi. I lose myself in thought as I drink it. It's Saturday, so it's starting to get crowded in front of the station. Some maids are distributing leaflets to the people coming out. I know Dar is well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBM 5100, wasn't she? I'm really reluctant to contact that male demon, though. Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. Can I do it right now? Aha, I can. I'm gonna save the game. Well, might as well try it, right? Let's give Shining Finger I don't know Shining Email's phone number, so I'll just send her an email for the time being. Call me. This number. Once I finish drinking my juice, I aimlessly head towards Chuodori. And then comes an email. I'm waiting. Don't like talking on phone, so let's exchange emails instead. Wait, she wants it by email? There's a lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. I need to find out her phone number. Give me your phone number along with any information you have on the IBM 5100. And send. I look up after finishing my email and see a huge crowd of people in front of Roddy Khan. I guess the satellite is still a big deal. The media presence hasn't died since the day of the crash either. Roddy Khan is still closed. It's still there, and of course, the satellite is still there. About 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. What are you doing here? Right as I'm about to look down and read the email, I catch the sight of a familiar face in the crowd. Hi there.
助手か
Well, if it isn't my assistant, what are you doing here? I can't actually open up the email, by the way.
あのな
Hey,
私
when did
が
I
いつ
become your
助手になった
assistant?
She looks like she'll snap at me, so to dampen her spirit, I go back to checking my email. What is wrong with this woman? I told her to tell me her phone number and she just ignored me. She doesn't even have information. How useless can you be?
なんで私
Are you glaring at me?
睨まれてるわけ
Don't worry about it. You're not the cause of my
イ
frustration.
ライラしているのはお前
八つ当たりか
Oh, so you're just raging?
睨まないでよ
Don't glare at me.
お前だって以前
You've glared at me
俺
before,
のこ
haven't
とを
you?
何度も睨んだだろ
それはあんたが
That's
変
because you
態
keep
行為
doing
を
No, I'm not saying anything.
Another one? Tell me the super accurate address. I want to snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. What do you mean, tell me the super hacker's address? You're making fun of me with that. Note. You're not getting anything from me. Anyway, why does she need to send me 2 short consecutive emails? I mean, she might as well just combine them into one. The emails you're getting really that unpleasant? They're more unreasonable than unpleasant. I can't quite describe it in one word. Stop sending all these short emails. I'm begging you, just gather your thoughts and send everything together. I feel a little satisfied after sending that email. I turn to Kurisu again. So, Christina, what brings you here? If you're going to call me names, could you at least be consistent? Anyway, my business here doesn't concern you. Why are you pouting? I'm not pouting. I just don't want to get involved in your silly games again. Nonsense. You're already a lab man. You have to do your work for the benefit of the lab. Well, she is only a temporary member. No, it's because she's a temporary member that we need to get as much as we can out of her as possible. I regret losing my self-curiosity back then. Frieza looks back up. We're not alone. Several other people are standing here and looking up. It's Akiba's latest tourist attraction. She comes to see the satellite. I guess. It doesn't make sense. Normally they calculate satellites' orbits so that they burn up in the atmosphere. Or when they fall, so how can that thing be in such perfect condition? And that's to say nothing about the huge hole it punched in the building. Are satellites that durable? Where's this satellite from, anyway? They still don't know, but rumors say it's from the former Soviet Union, but Russia denies it, so it looks like they can't remove it yet. 3 days have passed and it's still unknown. How interesting. I smell conspiracy. So it's another organization cover-up. They knew I'd be a Raikon and tried to erase me. Organization? What's that? The organization is the organization. Its formal name is something else, but all those who know of its existence call the organization out of fear. They rule the world from the shadows, transcending nations, and with politics, economics, religion, even science in their clutches. That's obviously a crackpot conspiracy theory, thank you very much. This phrase is commonly used on the internet as a way of punctuating a statement. It originates from a story posted on an @channel in which a man tries to pass his bodily fluids off as his popular soft drink. It was obviously... Thank you very much. Rizu hangs her head and blushes for some reason. You good? What's wrong? Nothing, really nothing, okay? Say another word and I hit you. Crazy girl. Hey, anyway, what happened with the phone wave? I thought you didn't want to get involved, and it's not the phone wave, it's the phone wave name subject to change. Just answer me, have you learned anything? No progress. We've tried repeating the experiment, but at present we haven't been able to reproduce the discharge phenomenon or send another email to the past. I see. Another email. Was I being annoying? I'm sorry, but I really need information on the IBN 5100, and you're the only lead I have right now. I'm relying on Yokawa-kun, I swear. I won't send any more short emails, so please don't ban me. I need you to help me look for the IBN 5100. I promise to let you know as soon as I learn anything, so let's work together, okay? Looks like she's rethinking things. Hopefully I don't have to worry about any more email assaults. Can you put your phone away when you're talking to someone? Don't be like that. Rather, you should praise me, for I have taught a foul male demon to behave like a civilized human being. Why are you so pompous? I ask you the same thing, Christina. Okay, let's send a reply. Apology accepted. I'm looking for an IBM 5102. I agree that we should exchange information. I'll let you know when I have something. You don't need to reply to this mail. I type that out and send it. Alright. Are you done with your little mail exchange, Huing-san? Oh, so you remember my true name. Indeed, I am Huing Kyoma. I was being facetious.
どこが皮肉なの
How was that facetious? You call me by my correct name. You made no mistake. You'll make a good assistant.
何も
Yes.
頭おかしいでしょ
Okabe-san, have you sought professional help? I was wondering when one of these characters was gonna say it. It's like, hey, Okabe, stop.
俺は岡部
I
で
am
は
not
ない
Okabe.
あんたと話
This
す
is exhausting.
それで
So, about the phone wave
電話
name
で
such as change.
仮の話だったお前はあの実
After the
験
experiment,
の
you
後
screamed something like a time machine it can't be. Did something awaken a past trauma?
悲痛な叫び
おいこら
No.
勝手に
don't go
私
making
に
up
ト
one
ラウマ
either.
設定をつける
そう
Back when she was 5 years old, Christina was on the plains of Arkansas when
ク
lightning.
リスティ
撃たれとらん
I
わ
wasn't hit by lightning. I was still living in Japan when I was 5. And why Arkansas?
っていう
のどかな風景を思い浮
I
か
was
べた
trying to
時
imagine tranquil scenery, and then the first state to come to mind was Arkansas. Second was
次に浮
Oregon.
かんだのがオレゴン
そこはユタじ
Not
ゃない
Utah?
相対
I
的
mean,
に見て
relatively speaking,
ユタ
isn't
の
Utah
方
more
が多くない
suitable?
では答えよ
Then
クリス
answer
ティ
me,
ナ
Christina. Why did you freak out back there?
嘘だと言う
別に
No reason.
確信があって
I
言った
simply
わ
didn't
けじゃ
want to
ない
believe. French science should stay in the
信
realm
じ
of
たくなか
fiction.
っただけってロジック
とんでも科学だ
French
と
science?
何
Don't be
をバカな
ridiculous.
お前もはっきり
You
見た
saw
は
it with
ず
your
だ
own eyes. You saw the email leak to the past. You saw the banana travel instantly through
バ
the
ナナが瞬
space.
間移動した
見たけど
I saw. But
何か
we
の
must be
間違い
missing
のはず
something. Or maybe we're just seeing what we want
私
to
たち
see.
に都合のいいか ATF で言わな
You
かっ
remember what
た
I said at ETF?
タイ
Time
ムマ
machines
シ
are
ン
just a
は
pipe dream
今
given
の
modern
技術は
technology.
夢物語よましてや
And yet,
あんたた
a
ちみ
bunch
た
of
いなお遊び
amateurs
サーク
like
ル
you
で
just stick
電
a
話と電
phone
子
in
レ
a
ンジをくっ
microwave
つけた
together
ガ
and
ラクタで
expect time travel to
タイム
occur?
トラベルを起こせるわけがない
Ridiculous.
だが実際に起
It
きた
did occur. Will you deny what you saw with your own eyes?
自分自
Are
身
you
の目
saying
で
that
見たこ
theories
とを
trump
否定するの
reality?
か
And I hope you enjoy the artistry in word games, because that's all
理
you'll
論こ
ever
そが
have.
正しいというのか
言葉遊びって
What do you mean, word games?
量子論など
Quantum theory, for example.
俺
If
か
you
らして
ask
み
me,
る
theories like that are
言葉
nothing
遊び
but
にしか
word
見えない
games.
ということだ
ちょっと
Wait, are you rejecting modern physics?
現
Who do you
代
think you
物理学
are?
を否定する気
現象に対
Trust
して
what you
素直に
see.
なる
The only things that matter are things that happen. Things that don't happen, things that unobserved,
観測
are
でき
just
ていないことは
hypotheses.
全て仮
仮説を積み上げて
And
理論が証
hypotheses
明された
pile
時
up. The
それは
theories are
本物にな
verified.
る
They become reality.
そうやって現代物理
That's
学
how
は
modern physics comes
宇
to
宙全て
understand
の
the
真
truth of
実
the
を理解
universe.
するの
だが仮説が
But
間違っている
sometimes
場
your
合もある
hypotheses are wrong, mistaken. Even Einstein was wrong about some things.
間違えたことがあるの
間違いかもし
So
れ
you're
ない
going
か
to do
ら
nothing
やらない
just
の
because you could do
だっ
be
たらあ
wrong?
んたは一生あの
Then enjoy your
汚
dirty
い
little
ビルに
having
引
your
きこ
silly
もって
gadgets,
王
because that's
様を
all
気
you'll
取っ
ever
ていなさ
have.
いそんなことじゃ
You'll never reach the
真
truth that
実に
way.
は絶対
Failure
たどり
teaches
着けない
success.
なるほど
I see.
いい
Nice rebuttal.
あくまで上から
You're
目
never
線
getting off your high horse, are you?
ところでクリスティ
By the way, Christina, I've always felt that
What about
physicists are hypocrites.
物理学者
矛盾
What?
現実に起きてい
There
る
are phenomena that everyone knows occur in reality, but which
未だ
physicists
解明
refuse
さ
to
れて
res-
おらず
which
物
physicists
理学
refuse
者
to
も手を
research?
つけよう
What
と
do you
しない
think about
現象
that?
というものは確か
例を挙げて
I
も
don't
ら
know
わ
what
な
to
い
say
とわ
unless you
から
can
な
give me
い
some examples.
例え
Ghosts, for instance.
オカルトか
The occult? Really?
ばオカルトだからと
You
いって
refuse to
思考停
research
止
it
か
just because it's the occult.
それはお
That
前が
contradicts
たっ
what you
た今
just
言った
said.
ことと矛盾するぞそんなことじゃ
You'll never reach the
真
truth that
実に
way.
は絶対た幽霊を見る人間
People
は
have
確か
seen
に
ghosts.
存
There's
在
even photographic
映
evidence.
像としてにもかかわらず
So where are the theories? Why do
なぜ
physicists
他の仮
refuse
説
to
をこね
speak?
くり回し続
先行が違
It's a
う
different field of study.
解明されて
You
いない
can't
現
call
象に
physics the study of natural phenomena and decide some things that don't count.
そうだけど
True, but
というわけで
and that's why we must investigate the phenomenon of sending emails to the past. You shall assist me.
嫌よ
No. Caruso gives me a clear-cut answer, along with her usual glare. So the genius girl really does hate me.
私はとんでも
I
科
won't
学
have
に
to
手
have
は
a
出さ
hand
な
in
い
your fringe science. I won't make the
父
same
と同
mistake
じ
my
失
father
敗は
did.
犯さない
父
Your father?
あんたの考え
You
は
make a fine
口だ
argument,
けは
but it
立
won't
派
work in
だ
the scientific
けど
community.
学会じゃ通用タイムトラベル
The
理
day
論
you
を
decide to
研究
research
して
time
るなん
travel is
て
the day
言
you're
った
out of a
日は
job.
なぜそう
How can you be so certain?
私の父がそう
Because that's what happened to my father. Karisu grimaces. I see. Is that why you dislike time travel?
物理学者の
My
父は
father, a physicist,
タイム
loved
マシ
time
ンが大好
machines.
きだった
He was so fascinated by Wells' the time machine that he seriously studied time travel.
本気で研究していたわでも
but because of his obsession, he was practically exiled from the scientific community.
追放に近い扱い。そんな父を見て
I
きた
will
から
never get involved with time and
タイム
travel
トラベル
research.
研究には関わりたくないの。
This time, her sheer force of will gives me pause. I think she's really pissed. I may have stepped on a landmine here. What do I do? If I get her any angrier, she might seriously hit me. Let's calm her down a little. Yeah, let's do that. But what should I say?
ごめん。
I'm sorry. I got emotional. She apologizes first. Christina's calm character saves me. Don't worry about it. I wanted to test your character, so I made you angry on purpose. Huh?
とにかく
Anyway, the phone wave
電
isn't
話
a
レ
time
ンジはタイ
machine.
ムマシンなメールの送受信
Email
は
is a
人
man-made
の手で
system, so
作ら
this
れた
phenomenon
システ
could be
ムを
explainable in the scope of that
その
scope of
シス
that
テム
system.
の範囲内で
助手の考
I
えは
understand.
分かった
I had no idea you hate time machines that much. It's almost like an allergy.
無理にラボメン
I
に誘って
apologize
迷
for
惑を
for forcing you to become a landman. You don't have to come
もう二度と来
again.
なくていい。
泊まれなくても
I wasn't planning on it.
だが
But know this,
これだけは
Christina.
伝えておく。
クリスティーナって
Don't call me Christina.
ラボメンナンバー
That mem number 004 will be a retired number. That number is yours forever.
この番号は
I finished my speech and turned my back to Kurisu.
お前のもの
I
だ。
won't look back. I walk away slowly with my eyes closed. Kinda hard to walk like this. I hope I don't bump into anyone. Wait, am I even walking straight?
何カッコつけてんの
You're
よ
ridiculous. Ah! My shoulder is suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards. Hi.
何をする
What are you doing? You ruined my perfectly staged exit scene. And you call yourself my assistant?
貴様それでも
だから助手じ
No,
ゃ
I
な
don't
い
call myself your assistant. And
そ
besides,
れ
I
に
still
こ
have
っちに
something
は
to
まだ
ask
話
you.
があんのよ
Damn it. Her stubbornness has already returned.
この前は聞けなかったけど
I asked you about this before, but you said I got stabbed, right? I demand an explanation. Ah, yes, the other real-life phenomenon that has yet to be explained.
あれは俺が見た
That was
幻
just
だ。
something I hallucinated. Let's just leave it at that for now.
なんであんた
Why
に
you dream about
私
me?
が出てくるの
そんなことは知らん。
I don't know. And if it wasn't a dream, it was a hallucination.
ドクター中鉢
You said something about Dr. Nakabachi, didn't you?
それは
あの日、
Dr. Nakabachi held a time machine
ド
presentation
ク
at
ター
RonnieCon
中
that
橋がタイ
day.
ムマシンの発
発表会は中
That
止に
presentation
な
was
った
canceled because of the satellite
人工衛
crash.
星が落ちたから
そういうことになっている
So
よう
it
だな。
seems, but in my hallucination, the presentation proceeded as planned. Mayuri and I went to see it, and you came over to flirt with me.
俺は
私はナン
I
パな
don't
んて
flirt,
しない
especially not with idiots like
ま
you.
してや
だから
Like I
幻だ
said, it wasn't
と
real,
言ってい
okay?
る
Maybe this world is what isn't real.
だとしたら
That would explain the riddle of the phone wave name such exchange. If this world is some kind of simulation, then we can disregard the laws of physics.
物理法則を無視して
現実逃避
Escapism? That's unexpectedly chicken of you.
仮説を提
It's
示
a
して
hypothesis. Your favorite thing.
物理学者を
それで
So stab me.
私
Don't
は
tell
誰
me it
に
was
刺
you.
されたの
I recall the sight of Kurisu collapsed in a puddle of blood. It sends shiver down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It was too real. I can clearly remember the smell of blood.
俺が駆けつけた時に
You
は
were already dead when I got there.
すでに
I
お
didn't
前
see
は
who
血
did
ま
it.
みれで倒れていた。
わからないの
I don't get it. Why do I have to die in your
なん
mind?
で私が幻
Got
だとはい
something
え
against me?
殺されなく
全
Of
く
course not. At that point in time, we had only spoken once. We were just
俺とお前
strangers.
は一度だけ話したこと
Well,
がある
that
程度
one time we talked was during the events I imagined. So strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was what I read in the magazine.
とにかく
Anyway, we didn't know each other, and that's why I ran away instead of calling for an ambulance.
白状者
My hero.
何を望んで
What?
いる
You want me to go back in time and give you CPR or something? I need to use the
お前
phone
の
wave
死体を
name
丁
subject
重
change
に
for that.
扱え
もういいわ
I've heard enough. No more hallucinating about
そ
me,
んな
okay?
幻見ない
Dying
で
isn't fun, even if it's
他
in
人
someone
の
else's
夢の
head.
中とはいえ
と保証は
I
できない
can't make any guarantees. That would require perfect 24 surveillance inside my brain.
24時
本当にあんた
You
っ
have a
て
comeback for everything,
ああ
don't
言え
you?
ばこう言うわね
Kurisu shakes her head in exasperation, then turns and walks off towards the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time, I grabbed Kurisu's slender shoulder from behind. What
何
now?
よ
俺の話は終わっ
I'm
てい
not
な
done
い
talking.
喧嘩売ってるだ
Trying to pick a fight?
別れのシーンを
It's
台無
revenge
し
for
にした
ruining
お
my
返しだ
farewell
クリスティ
scene,
ーナ
Christina. You shall regret
己
your
の
thoughtless
軽率な
actions.
行動を恨むのだな。
はいはいわかりま
Okay,
した
okay, fine. What is it?
IBN5100 の件だ。
About the IBM 5100.
剣だ
I don't know
言わ
what
れて
you're
も知
talking
らない
about.
わよ
いや、
If you don't know, then
知らない。
forget about it. Farewell, we will not meet again.
さらばだ。もう二度と会うこと
Turn my
は
back
ない
to Kurisu. This time, I'll make a perfect...
言いかけたままや
Hey,
れないで
don't tell me to
気持ち悪いで
forget
しょ
about it. She grabs my arm. Damn it, this is the second time.
IBN
What's the IBM 5 whatever?
何
IBN
IBN 5100. It's a retro PC from 1975. I'm looking for one.
うーん
Yeah? What are you gonna do with that?
何に使うつもり
Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with curiosity.
気になるか
Interested? Teresa quickly averts her eyes, but she doesn't let go of my arm.
気になるのだな。
You're interested, aren't you?
少しだ
Just
け
a little.
ならばこれ
Then I shall answer. The IBN 5100 is the key to unlocking CERN's most closely guarded secrets.
セルン
CERN? You mean the CERN?
あのせ
いかに
Indeed. Through the tireless efforts of my faithful lab members, we have uncovered evidence that CERN is researching time
タイム
time
トラベル
travel.
について研究している痕
Come, be
跡がある。
astonished.
バカみたい
Great. I shouldn't have asked. Karisu gives me a cold glare and then lets go and starts walking away. This time she's gone for good. Damn you. Just you watch. I will expose certain secret if it's the last thing I do. Where are we now? The next day, I decided to hit Akiba's computer parts store. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Karisu, but no luck. Finding an IBN 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm standing in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Baradicon building. Small shops selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tube lines and line both sides of the tunnel. Here lie the vestiges of the old electric town, Akiba's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all these electronics gets my blood pumping. To hide my excitement to maintain my dignity, the storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeeper seemed to be ignoring me. He must be more open-minded than I thought. Maybe they just don't care. I search each store in turn, but turn up neither hide nor hair of an IBM 5100. Ringing on my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. Mayuri?
もしもし。
It's me. What's up?
てってるーまゆしーで
Mayushi here.
直通回
I
線
thought I
で
told you
か
not
け
to
るのも言っ
contact
た
me
は
on
ず
this
だ。
line. It could be tapped.
同調されているか。
I'm
うかつな真似はするなと
telling you
言っ
not
て
to
い
be
る。
so careless. Anyway, give me the sit rep.
おかりんおかりん
Karin, Mayushi doesn't know what that means.
まゆし
要するに何の
I'm
用だと
asking
言
why
って
you're
いる。
calling.
わかりにくい
Why did you say that?
ねえねえ
What are you doing
今
now?
どこにいるの
作戦行動中
Executing the mission.
たくさん
Executing the misses?
だ。作戦
The
行動中。
mission. I'm looking for an IBM 5100.
IBN5100 を探し回っているのだ。
Why didn't you say so? Mayushi heard something amazing just now.
でも聞きたい
Want to hear?
有益な
If
情
it's
報
valuable information, then by all means.
じゃ
Then come to Maid Queen. I'll be waiting.
あ待ってる
おい
Hey,
電話
tell
で
me
話
over
せ
the phone.
おい参れ
Hey, Mayuri!
なぜわざわざ
Why do I have to go all the way to my queen? I complain, but it's less than 10-minute walk. Whatever, haven't had lunch, so I guess I'll eat while I'm there. There's a handwritten sign outside May Queen that says, "Today's the Ferris Cup." Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out what that means.
おかり
Mayuri! Mayuri trots up to me in a full-made regalia. She has a convenience store bag in hand.
まゆし
Went to the convenience store during lunch break.
コンビニに行ってたの
Mayuri
です
takes out her pocket watch, pockety. Eh. Eh. She checks the time.
休憩って言っても
Now there's only
ね
5 minutes left.
あと5分くらいしかないんだよ
Mayuri squats next to the stairs.
それはご苦労
Work. So, what's the amazing thing you heard?
その前に
Before that,
ご
food.
飯ご飯
She takes some fried chicken out of the convenience store bag as she speaks. The aroma of the chicken stirs my appetite.
一個くれ
Let me have one.
いいよ
Okay.
Skewers a piece of chicken on a toothpick and holds it out.
どうぞ
Here you go.
店先でよ
You
く
can't
そん
do
な
that in
真
front
似
of the
が
store.
で
You're
き
supposed to be
る
a
な
maid.
メイドとして
自覚
So?
お前はここではシー
Here,
ナ
you're
マユ
not
リで
Shina
はなく
Mayuri, but
マユシ
Mayushi
ニャ
Nyan
ンニャン
Nyan.
なのだなのに店先で俺
You
に
can't say, you
Hi,
can't say ah in front of the
などと
store.
いう
Your
ことを
customers
す
are
るの
gonna
は
see that as an act of
店を
betrayal.
訪れる全てのご
あそっか
Oh, Mayushi didn't think about that.
マヨシはあんまり
With that said, I take the
深く
chicken
考
off the
えてなかった
toothpick
よ
by hand and throw it into my mouth. Tossed. Delicious. Not a good chicken, juicy chicken number one, though. Male,
それで
what's the amazing thing you
す
heard?
ごい話とは一体なんだ
Part-time warrior. That's a secret. Where do you think? If you get it right, I'll take you anywhere reachable by bicycle. Take a hint. I mean, that's just Suzuha. What's the amazing thing you heard?
そうそう
Actually, it's about the IBM 5100.
IBM
まさか
You found a
手
lead.
がかりをつかんだ
Of
のか
course it was that May Queen. I can't believe I missed it.
メイクインにあ
違う
No, it's not.
あ
That's
るわけ
silly.
ないよ
Damn, don't get my hopes up like that.
あのね
Whoops. What did she say? Maria has a triumphant look on her face, but I don't see where this is going at all.
Mayushi is thinking of the IBM 5100 during work, so I asked the other girls if they knew anything.
でも
I got to tap
さ
a
っき
thing.
バイト最初はマッキ
First I
ー
asked
ちゃんに
Maki-chan,
聞いた
but
んだ
Maki-chan
け
said she's
ど
not good with computers.
マッキーちゃんそれにね
And then there's Lisa Chan, but she only knows about the latest
PC
PCs.
は
And
PC
she's actually a
でも
Mac
最近
head.
のしかし
マユリ
Let's get to the point. I don't really care how much trouble you went
お
through.
前がいかに苦労し
Well, I think Ferris-chan knows.
つまり
何
What?
それは
Is that
本当か
true?
Yep.
あのね
Did you know she's a retro
レトロ
PC maniac?
マニアなの
フェイリスが
Ferris. That girl's seriously hardcore. I prefer to stay away from her if possible. I'm really desperate for information. I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ
It's me.
IBN
Looks like we got a lead on the IBM 5100. Ready for this?
聞いて驚く
Ferris Nyan
フ
Nyan.
ェイリスあの猫み
Turns out that cat girl's an expert on retro PCs. There's probably another side to this. Let's
こ
keep
れ
our
は
eyes
何か
peeled.
裏があると見る
I suppose I'm the only man for the job.
必ず一つ買いがある
Very well. I'll make the approach.
もしも今日の
If you don't
20
hear
時ま
from
で
me
に連絡
by
しなか
the
ったら
2,000 hours tonight,
俺に構わず
then forget about me
May
and
Queen
commence the strike on May Queen.
全ては
Everything is a choice of
死の
Steins
付け入れ
Gate.
の選択だ
Ilsai Konguru.
エルプサイコングル
Leader, bomb them. Put my phone away and look at the window.
唐揚げ2個目は
You said you could have two.
ないよ
My food.
前よりよ
Well done, Mayuri.
お前から
I'll
の
see
情
to
報
it
は
that
有意義
information
に
is put
使
to
って
good
もらう
use.
My chicken.
ところで
By the way, what's
そこ
this
の
Ferris
看
Cup
板にあ
about?
るフェイリス
My chicken.
Mayuri's stuffing the remaining chicken into her mouth as fast as she can. Her tears in her eyes. Come on, it was just 2.
いやもう得ないな
Well, whatever. I'm uneasy about the lack of intel, but the mission must go on.
マユリはここで待っている
Wait, Mayuri. If I don't return within the hour, go home immediately. Understood?
すぐ
Stood?
にここを離れて家に
マユシはこの
Can't.
後も
I have to
バイト
work.
だから
Anyway, let's leave Mayuri to her chicken and begin the approach. Hey,
お
Ferris.
帰りになさいませご主
Welcome.
人様
Mayor of the cafe, it's fully occupied, unlike usual.
Is Kyoma going to join too?
今日はフェイリス
Save the
会なの
Ferris
じゃ
Cup.
Doesn't look like she plans to explain what that is. Pick up my phone again.
俺だ
It's me. Run a search on the Ferris Cup. What? Battle to the death with a winner gets to use Ferris however he pleases.
殺戮のどうやら
Looks like I've stepped in one hell of a mess. No, there's no problem. I'll survive. By any means necessary. It'll say Konguru.
問題ない
I put my phone away my phone and turned to Ferris.
いかがでしょうフェイリス
The Ferris Cup is a battle
バ
royale,
トル
isn't
ロイ
it?
ヤルな
違うにゃ
No.
フェイリ
It's a
ス
cat.
の奴隷にできる権利を
Cat Battle Royale where
殺
we're
戮
gonna
の
make
バ
Ferris
トルロイヤ
slave.
ルにゃ
That's not much better.
No, you can't. You can't call each other's
そのために
throat.
殺し合うなんてそんなのダメなのにゃ
Ferris starts crying and wriggling her body. That's some pretty good acting, but of course no one here is killing anyone.
今日
Please step away
お
from
願い
me.
にゃみんなを止めてにゃ
Stop them.
案ずるな
Don't worry, there's nobody for me to stop. Everyone's silently sitting
み
in
ん
their
なおと
seats.
なしく席についている
Nevertheless, the atmosphere here is different. I sense bloodlust in the air.
マジな話
No, seriously, what's the Ferris Cup?
フェイリスとは何なんだ
フェイリスとの勝負に
Ah, contest with
フェイ
Ferris.
リスはみんなを
Ferris
同
goes ahead
時
with
に
everyone
相
at
手
the
にする
same
のにゃ
time, man.
フェイリスを
The
喜
word
ばせ
goes
て
to
くれ
those
た人に
those
は
Ferris
ご褒
points
美があ
worthy.
るのにゃ
I go up and look at Ferris's hand.
フェイリス
Ferris, are you serious?
本気なの
Going at it with all these men at the same time? She's insane. Ferris grins. Thing like tooth peeks out from her glistening red lips. Step away.
フェイリスはみんなにひどい目
You
に
step
遭わ
away
せて
from me, lady. Ferris approaches me. Let her fingers touch. No, stop it. No,
今
cut
日
it
は
out.
フェイリスを助けて
No.
にゃ
You're on your own. Can't take my eyes off. Girl's a part of Ben or well.
断る
I refuse. I shake her paws off. Get away from me. One hell of an evil eye. Barely escaped entitlement only because I am the insane mad scientist Hewing Kyoma.
俺は戦うつもり
I
な
didn't come
ど
to
な
fight, I
い
only came here to talk to you.
ただお前には
参戦しない
If you're
な
not gonna play them,
ごめん
sorry,
なさ
I'll
い
have to ask you to
お
leave.
帰り願うにゃ
メイドの分際で
What's this? A maid sending a customer away?
今日のフェイリス
Here's the
はイギリス
mail.
杯主催者なのにゃ
What's these?
お店に入れるのは参加
It's
者だけにゃ
Lukaka. There's my mom, my dad, my older sister, and my grandpa. My sister's personality is the polar opposite of mine. She's really boyish. When we were small, she always made me help prepare dinner instead of her. That's because I started to love cooking. Harry's also always praising her cooking skills. Actually, can you teach her how to cook? Maybe she'll eat something besides junk food. Yeah, sister. I visited the shrine a lot, but I never met her. I guess this. Curious.
Ferris is the organizer of the Ferris keep up today. Only participants are allowed inside the shop.
話は2分です
I only need 2 minutes.
IBN
It's the IBN.
聞かない
Not listening.
Ferris puts her hands over her ears, her real ears, not the cat ears. Then she laughs mischievously.
If you want to talk spirits, then you have no choice but to join the Ferris Cup.
Now that's just slow.
さあ
So, will it be? You can't survive unless you fight with your own paws.
残れない
Use any method to obtain information. That's my current mission. I have to do it no matter what lies ahead, except I think we're probably going to go ahead and just end it here for today to have a bit shorter stream. It seems like the new internet works really well with streaming, so that's good to see. Be able to do more properly long streams next time. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you all later. Peace.